gentlemen, welcome on into episode number 173 of the Mancave101 Podcast, aka the newly titled Council of Unks. We are here to bring you all your nerdy news and goodness of the week. July is here next week, and you guys know what that means. Jurassic World, Superman, Fantastic Four are all dropping in the next couple episodes, which means we're going to be talking about them and seeing them and reviewing them. So be on the lookout for all that.
Wait. You forgot something. And getting popcorn buckets, goddammit.
And getting popcorn buckets. So if you see me with 20 inches of Galactus, don't say that. Okay?
Pause.
I don't know. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just calling it like I season. Also, tonight we're going to be talking about Ironheart episodes 1 through 3. It's catching some heat. Actually, it's catching some heat, and it's catching some positive. We're gonna talk about it. I'm sure we all got things to say. We're gonna get into all of it. Before we do, I've rambled on long enough. Let me introduce the guys live from the Man Cave. It's Kalo K, the Mamawana Godfather. Leo, what's happening?
What's good, people? What's good? What's goody?
What's good? Spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. Big Chase. What's happening?
Shit, I'm on that Ironheart shit. God, let's go.
And I, of course, am your man in the chair, Aaron, joined by the lovely Miss Bella, who decides to roam around in the background of my stream and all that. So if you hear her, I apologize. So yeah, we're gonna get into all the nerdy news and goodness of the week. Before we do, obviously we always start with a toast. Salute, gentlemen. Happy Thursday. Happy Nerd Day. All that good stuff. And that means it's time for Leo to pay for his sins of the week in the comic corner. And if we get like one or two this week, I'm demanding a recount. I'm gonna start doing the comic corner. I'm adding foreign titles. I don't know what's gonna happen, but something.
Bro, I told you, Japanese titles this week. Japanese titles.
Damn, you guys really want me to drink, huh? Shit.
Right. Make me have to go get my comic books written in ancient Egypt, man. That's right.
I'll be like bird symbol, water, and a guy standing with a stick. All right. This is the Comic Corner, ladies and gents. If you're new to the channel, this is what we do every week. We tell you what books you should pick up. And these books are either going to be a hot cover first appearance or just some good cameo appearances inside the book. Or just a fucking sick-ass cover. Either way, this is for collectors and for comic book heads. Keep one, sell one. Either way. But this is like we said, I'm contractually obligated to do this. Every time I get a name wrong, I have to drink because I've always been horrible with names. Always. So, if you'd like to join along, please don't let me drink by myself. Get your cups and your shots preset. We've been doing pretty good lately. I mean,
terrible.
We've been getting not saucy this week. So let's see what happens.
Terrible.
All right. First book on the chopping block, Absolute Batman. This is the 7th print run connecting cover that's coming out. The 7th one, and this is a variant cover of it. So the cover is by the cover artist is by Mark Spears. This cover is available in foil. That purple is gonna probably pop like crazy in the foil cover. So if you guys get it,
kind of hate foil.
The artist is Nick Dragota. The writer is Scott Snyder. The cover artist is Mark Spears.
We're already starting off with that bullshit, Leo.
Bullshit.
Already starting off with that bullshit, Leo.
All right, for all you old school heads, if you guys don't remember this, Biker Mice from Mars.
Yo.
This used to be a dope cartoon back in the day.
Matter of fact, I gotta make a notation because now I gotta go pull that one back up, bro. That was a dope cartoon.
That was fucking. It was a crazy ass. This is the whole Ninja Turtle spheres that every animal got a damn cartoon. The sharks, the birds, the mice. After the Ninja Turtles, every damn insect and animal got a freaking cartoon. So this is Biker Mice from Mars from number 1. This book has 8 variant covers. This is the premiere issue of an ongoing series. This is a flip book backstory featured with Robo Force. So that's another one that also got made in that cartoon. So the cover artist is Dustin Weaver. The artist is E.J. Su, and the writer is Matt Hodson.
Told you that bullshit, bro. Told you that bullshit. All right.
Next book on the chopping block, ladies and gents. This is Deadpool number 15. This book has a first appearance known as Karina, a new villain. So if you guys want to get it, go get it. This book has also 4 variant covers. So the cover artist is Torrin Clark. The artist is Rogue Antonio. The writer is Gary Duggan.
What's with the what?
How about
what,
Jerry?
What,
How about
and,
Jerry,
and,
not
and,
Gary?
and it is Jerry.
It's Jerry, not Gary.
And why are these names so easy? What are we doing?
This must be kindergarten comics, bro. What the hell?
Yeah, these are real. And the cover of the week right here, Green Lantern number 24. I don't know what it is, but this cover is sick and there's blood all over the place. So somebody got their ass kicked.
Look like
And it's DC, so somebody's always getting their ass kicked. So this is Green Lantern number 24. This book has 4 variant covers. This book also has a first appearance of Aya, an AI Green Lantern, first introducing Green Lanterns in the animated series. The cameo of Green Lanterns number 65 in 2011. So she got a cameo appearance in 2011. Now this is a new appearance of her reiteration in 2025. So the cover artist is a Chin.
Yeah, just
Wait. Wait.
Okay.
Chimonico.
No.
Yes, it is. It's Chimonico.
Nope.
I looked it up. It's Chimonico. That's how he pronounces his name.
Nope.
So it's Chimonico, the cover artist, Chimonico, the artist, and Jeremy Adams as the writer.
some bullshit, bro. We gotta have a meeting after the podcast.
We do.
So this is Spider-Boy number 20. So this book has 3 variant covers. This is the first appearance of the Card Shark. This is also the final issue in this series. So if you guys want to pick this up, because this book, the first appearance of him was a big seller. So I suggest you guys pick the ending of this book because it also has a first appearance. So the writer is Dan Slott, and the artist and cover artist is Paco Medina.
Yo, can I just want to say, I think that Spider Boy was a bit of a scam for collectors, bro.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, they dropped this thing like it was going to be the next thing. It hit, and then it disappeared, and now they're already pushing the final issue of this thing. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna cop it.
I think the goal for like anybody who got, because I got that Spider-Boy number 1 9.8 CGC. I think the goal is that like a little while goes by and then like it becomes like an animated series for like kids even, and then you're just like, oh, got that number 1. I got that number 1 right here.
Exactly. Especially it was a limited print run. You guys remember how everybody was going crazy for that number 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next book of the chopping block, talking about a black Spider-Man, Miles Morales Spider-Man. So this is issue number 34.
Who done whooped his ass now?
This is number 34. This is the first full appearance of Powerlift. So I guess she going on and whooped his ass. Cover artist is Geoff Shaw. The writer is Cody Ziegler, and the artist is Marco Rena.
Do you just say Jeff Shaw, or does he pronounce it Geoff Shaw?
That's what I said, Geoff.
Yeah, isn't it just pronounced Jeff? It's just the way it's spelled. No, he says it that way.
Yeah, no, it's Geoff.
All right.
As much as I want to clip him.
Yeah, buddy.
This guy Leo's cheating, bro.
That does it for the comic corner, ladies and gents.
It's bullshit, bro.
Bullshit.
One drink tonight.
That's
like
right.
it, I love it.
Hotheads, get your revenge. Drink Leo's in the chat all the way around.
That does it for the comic corner. Like we always say, support your local comic book shops. And tonight we still sober. I'm loving it. My liver loves it.
I say we start adding manga into the
But that does it for the comic corner. So let's get to the show.
All right, let's talk about some comments. Let's see here. So, for those of you who are keeping track, obviously every week when I create the podcast, there's a race to see who gets here first. And today it was Polar, and he said Leo drink. So, he said it yesterday, and he's a hothead, so you have to drink. You know, I don't know.
And you got that stupid ass dog on your fucking profile pic. Polar. I already know where you coming from.
Torian said a worthy opponent. Congrats, Polar. A worthy opponent's crazy. Torian, if you get a sty, I don't want to hear about it, bro. I don't want to hear a single word about it if you get a sty in your eye. I don't want to hear nothing. Let's see here. Sean, now that's some BS. Oh, no, that's you. That's you, Leo. I thought that was Sean. My bad. That's some BS. Great cover. Thank you. I appreciate it. Fellas, cheers. Sean, cheers. Happy Thursday. Happy New Year. What's going on, brother? Appreciate you being here. He also said Leo drink. He's a hothead.
God damn it.
I don't make the rules. I just
enforce them.
That's all. I just enforce them. Polar can win as long as Torian doesn't. It's hilarious, actually. It's actually hilarious.
Wow. And the saga continues.
Worthy opponent, Torian drink. Oh man, Torian, what's going on, yo? What's going on, T? Appreciate you being here, bro.
What up, T? What up?
As always.
Hopefully you hang out with us to talk about some Ironheart a little bit and get into all this nerdy goodness this week. All right, so nerdy news of the week. Is that where we're going?
Yeah,
all right. Well, first off, cheers. Nerdy news,
shit.
all that good stuff. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. Let's start with okay, Warner Brothers intro won't be played before the Superman trailer, before the Superman movie.
Yeah, I don't think I care.
Is this part of that whole brand split thing we talked about last week? Where Warner Brothers is splitting into different studios and all that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but they paid for this movie. Why the fuck is my logo not on it?
Yeah, they're probably like, bro, we see that movie. Don't put our logo up there.
Stop.
If you guys haven't seen over the internet, James Gunn didn't get the clip off, or he put it out there of Superman breaking into Lex Luthor's office and asking about the dog because Lex Luthor stole his dog. So Superman turned into John Wick.
Superman is John Wick now. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's fine by me.
Literally broke into his door, flipped his desk, almost threw it out the fucking window, asking about his dog. It looked like he was about to cry too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
A little sensitive there. Shang-Chi and Spider-Man will reportedly be co-leading in Spider-Man Brand New Day.
I'm interested to see where the movie is going. It's kind of all over the freaking place for me right now. You know,
would Spider-Man fight Shang-Chi?
I don't think they're gonna fight.
He's gonna ask for help.
Yeah, you know, because you gotta remember, all Spider-Man stories are the same. He's doing something, and then he comes across somebody, and then they throw a couple of punches, and then they're friends. So
so I gotta look up the tie-ins with Spider-Man and Shang-Chi and see where I think maybe where they're going with it. See if they give us any hints, because that's weird to me. All right, Michael B. Jordan will reportedly return for Black Panther 3.
Okay, so we're going back to the ancestors, and then he shows up, because they did kill him. But I think I think that it's cool that they're able to kind of touch base with him, unless they're going to be doing some flashback of something or whatever have you. Because also remember Black Panther 1. The time that he was on the throne, they don't actually give a definitive time how long everything's been going on. Because did they say how long T'Challa was in that coma?
No, but I think it was just the time base of that same series. So I think since they got him, since he became on the throne, he wanted to go straight to war and start giving them to the war dogs. So he wanted to get it done as quick as possible. That way there'll be no challenges to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see, what they're gonna have Michael B. Jordan contributing to the story. So, unless they pull a multiverse thing, and then
we're back
all bets are off at that point.
So as of right now, Ryan Coogler has Michael B. Jordan and freaking Denzel Washington for Black Panther 3. Damn. Damn.
You talk about fries in the fucking bag?
Damn.
Fries are in the fucking bag.
That's kind of crazy.
That shit sounded like a kid's meal. Where's the toy?
Damn.
Shit. And but the thing is that was also one of Chadwick's dreams, to work with his mentor.
Mm-hmm.
So him being able to live it through Michael B. The emotions of this is going to be fucking ridiculous in this show, in this movie, because all the things that Chad wanted to do and all the things that Chad had set up for Black Panther and for all his other projects. Because I can guarantee you, Sinners was supposed to be him and Chadwick.
Oh, you think so?
I could damn near right there. Damn near right there.
I could see that.
Imagine them, instead of them being twins because they couldn't find a partner for him, it was him and Chadwick.
Damn, actually, I never thought about it like that. That's kind of crazy. It could be. I could see it now that you say it. Maybe. Yeah.
Because one would have been crazy, and Chadwick knows how to do a southern accent because of Jackie and all the other movies that he played in.
Interesting.
So it's like,
yeah, possible.
We got a couple comments here I just want to catch up on real quick. So Sean said, I went into Hot Topic today in Jersey, and half the store was Fantastic Four merch. Damn, really?
Yeah,
right. You're making that money one way or another. Merchandising, baby.
I haven't seen any Fantastic Four merch anywhere. I mean, I really haven't.
Where you been? It's been all over.
Listen, the Fantastic Four is more popular than you think, especially with older audiences, man. We had our hands on Fantastic Four.
Yeah, purist, bro. This is what people have to start realizing, is that the purists are Iron Man, Fantastic Thor, Spider-Man, and Black. You can put Black Panther in there too as well, because these are old school characters. Yeah. You can even put Moon Knight. You can even put Werewolf by Night, Blade. Any of those Golden Age,
the
comic books titles, you can automatically say they're Godfathered it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Brother Man said, "What up, everyone? Salam. What up, brother man? Appreciate you.
What up, brother man? What's going on, bro?
What's going on, man? How you feeling tonight?" Torian said, "Did y'all see the pic of Simu Liu and James Marsden working out together while on the set of Avengers Doomsday? James was Cyclops in the Fox X-Men films. I haven't seen that picture."
Yes, I see it.
Yes,
but I always forget it. Is it Simu Liu? His arms are fucking humongous.
I think his name is Simu Liu. I'm not 100% sure.
I think it's Simu Liu. Yeah, Simu.
My man is looking like Bolo Young. Put it that way.
Speaking of which, it's actually a decent segue. Have you guys? I want to mention this while we're on the topic. So New York Comic-Con tickets went live for those of you that don't know, and all of us are pretty much locked in now at this point, I think. I just got my tickets today. I'm going Friday. I think the guys are going Friday and Saturday, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yes. I think these guys and DZ are going Friday and Saturday. Did you guys see the guests yet? Have you checked out any of the guests going?
No, I haven't seen that yet.
Okay, wait. So I'm good. I just, and by the way, listen, we got more to talk about. We got a couple months, obviously, right? But we want to do some type of a man cave meetup, because I know a couple of the hotheads are going to be there this year. I know Fatal mentioned he was going to be there. A couple people are going to be there. So we got to get that going. So if you guys are going, let us know. Do a meetup. We'll have some drinks. I don't know if you want to drink with us. It's dangerous, but it's up to you.
Same. Especially with the #1 guard in the building. You do have to sign the disclosure form.
The waiver has to be signed.
A waiver has to be signed.
Responsible.
We are not responsible for what happens to your ass when you start drinking with us.
So the reason why I mentioned it with Simu Liu is because I went to look today since I got tickets, and I was like, oh, let me see if they've confirmed. And by the way, this is just the beginning, because usually this is the early stage where they haven't really announced that many guests. Usually there's always like a surprise guest or two come August, September. But as of right now, Simu Liu, Thursday, Friday. Nicholas Hoult. If you guys don't know who Nicholas Hoult is, he was in X-Men First Class. He's going to be in Superman. He's the and he's there Saturday, Sunday, doing signings. I'm gonna jack up her name. Ming-Na Wen. She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Mulan, and The Mandalorian. She's there Saturday, Sunday. James McAvoy, X-Men First Class. His Dark Materials, Saturday, Sunday. Elliot Page, X-Men Days of Future Past, Umbrella Academy, and Juno will be there Saturday, Sunday. Bryce Dallas Howard, well known from Spider-Man 3 and Jurassic World and The Mandalorian, Saturday and Sunday. George R. Martin, Game of Thrones creator, Friday and Saturday.
Whoa.
The creator of Game of Thrones is going to be there Friday and Saturday.
That's crazy.
I didn't get to sign my fucking pop.
I
need to sign my fucking pop, my Daenerys pop, writing on the fucking dragon. That needs to happen.
Also, also just a couple of names, a couple other names that I saw, which I thought I was like, okay, cool. Obviously, there's more. I'm not gonna name off everybody, but Ernie Hudson, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, say no more. It's my guy. So Ernie Hudson, Ernie Hudson's been in everything, but you will probably remember he's the black guy in Ghostbusters.
That's who he's primarily known as. Yeah. Clark Gregg, who is Coulson in Marvel, Avengers, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agent Coulson?
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. He'll be there Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
Charlie Cox, a.k.a. Daredevil, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Wait, if I can find that comic book of fucking...
So they haven't announced. So he's apparently Charlie Cox is going to be at Hall A doing autographs. So he's not going to be in the artist alley. They're going to have him his own space to do autographs.
It's going to be like
that's what they do with all the big. If Charlie,
it's just going to be like 500.
That's going to be fucking up there.
That's when you walk in and they give you like a glass of champagne and tell you this.
Sit down in the corner, please.
Let's see here. Michael Coulter, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, wow.
Luke Cage
gonna be in the building? Oh,
Luke Cage gonna be in the building Saturday, Sunday. Yeah.
Damn, he's gonna be there Saturday, Sunday. Shit.
Okay. And then I think there was, I feel like I'm missing one that I saw that stood out to me. I can't find it right now. But obviously, like I said, this is early still. We haven't even gotten... most of the time, they haven't even given us other big comic book heads, big comic book artists are going to be there. Jim Lee is already signed and confirmed that he's going to be there. And I know. Jim Lee he's confirmed every year.
And I know when he gets here, he's going to be like, "Yep, I'm getting that." So
I see here Ryan Otley's confirmed. Right. There's big names is going to be there this year. So Martin Sheen is going to be there this year.
I got jokes, but I'm gonna let him live. I got jokes, but I'm gonna let him live.
Yeah, this is so far. I mean, like, if you're gonna tell me, so Michael Coulter is gonna be there, Charlie Cox is gonna be there. You're not gonna tell me what's his name isn't gonna show up. Kingpin? He's showing up.
Forget it.
He's showing up. He's gonna be there.
He will be in a private suite, and his shit will easily be about a G.
And you're also not going to tell me John Bernthal's not going to show up too. John Berthal going to be there too. If he's not busy, he'll be there.
If John Berthal shows up, imagine the comic books you could get signed.
Well, bro, you have to remember they're still going to be in the process of doing reshoots for Daredevil Born Again. Season 2.
Yeah, they're going to be done. Oh, it's in the news actually.
They're supposed to be done soon.
They're supposed to be done in 2 more weeks, and they're done.
So, so I mean, a lot of names so far. Obviously, we'll check it closer too and see if anybody else new pops up. But I might have to go check to see how much Charlie Cox tickets are. Little Daredevil action, bro. He's probably gonna be pricey though.
Yeah, his shit's gonna be
he gonna be pricey.
Car note easy.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna be
and not a Honda car note.
What do you think? What do you think is a fair price? It's probably gonna be what?
What? No, it's not about what we call fair.
Yeah,
it's about what they call fair.
Yeah,
what's fair for Charlie Cox? It's gonna be $500.
Yeah, about $5. Up to the same thing. Yeah, about
$500.
I would not in this economy. His shit might be $800.
Fuck yeah, you probably right. Damn it.
If you were a big name in Marvel, right? I'll bet you Simu Liu is the same. I bet you he's $300-$500
Oh, yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was he's got his own Marvel project. James McAvoy is probably gonna be $500. You know what I'm saying? Like they're all gonna be around that price.
Oh my God.
What do you think George R.R. Martin, the creator of Game of Thrones,
Oh, dude, that's gonna be
for?
$1,000.
That's
Yeah,
probably
it's
gonna be
$1,000
$1,000 autograph.
Hard. You're gonna come with the fucking first editions.
Yeah.
With those books that are worth up there.
Yeah.
They're gonna come with their first editions. And right now, since they announced it, guarantee you eBay is going crazy.
And,
probably.
and make no mistake, you got to show them that you got $1,000 before you can even get in the way.
No, you're gonna have to
You
pay
need to see your money.
Oh, I'm
They're
sure.
gonna
No,
do that on the internet. You're gonna have to pay for all those tickets like they did last year.
they're gonna do that shit again.
Yeah, they're gonna
I
have
was
to,
gonna
have to pay for all that fucking. You're gonna
Uh-huh.
pay all that money
Mm-hmm.
before you get to the fucking show, and they're gonna
Yep.
get sent a special ticket when you get to the show. You have to go to the special location to get the tickets for your.
And
for
then
your
wait
signing.
in the hour-long line.
Yes. There's probably more for R.R. Martin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
probably
gonna be there. You're gonna be there for fucking. You know how many Game of Thrones fucking fans are there?
Yeah, that mob. There might not be anybody else left
So-
at the Comic-Con.
So
Fuck around, bro.
everybody else who's like a big name is all at Hall A. That's like that downstairs section where they do all the autographs for the big people.
yeah.
George R.R. Martin's is to be determined. Like they don't fucking know yet where to go put his ass.
I guarantee you, they're gonna fucking. By the time this happens, they're gonna have a private. Because it was that Jim Lee? Who was that year that had a private suite someplace else?
Jim Lee
Jim Lee.
has a private suite.
Jim Lee had a private suite away from the Comic-Con where you had to go get your shit signed.
Oh, yeah.
Their private suites are normally in the skyboxes.
Yeah, it's gonna be the same
You
thing.
get a special elevator. You go up to somebody will take you, or you go to the elevator. And you show them the ticket. They'll let you in the elevator. They tell you the button to press. You go to that floor, and boom, you go to the room, and they tell you, okay, there's going to be a security guard at the front of the elevator. There's going to be a security guard when you get off. So once you get off of the floor, they're going to tell you, okay, where's your ticket, Jim Lee? Because I got something signed like that before, and they send you to that room, and then you stand online, and then you wait. And after a certain amount of people are up there, they don't let nobody else in until they're fucking done with that group of people. Then they let you in, and then they only do like 10 or 15 at a time.
Listen, I say we go up there, rush the hallway, and just bust in every room. Get people to just sign up.
You gonna sign this shit?
You know what I had to do to get in here? Sign it. Just sign it. I'm gonna go. Just sign it.
Let's see here. How many did Leo get wrong tonight? Only one?
Only
two?
one. Yeah, like one,
One.
two.
We got one or two, brother, man.
Don't
We're
worry,
starting.
there will be a meeting after the podcast, folks. We will not skip this. Don't worry about it. We got you.
Brother man with the $2, getting the ball rolling. So just so you know, I don't think the guys know this. I set a goal tonight. If we get 5 donations, the man in the chair has to watch the Marvels.
Ah!
Oh, wait. Yo, everybody, I need dollar donations. I need 7
No,
people in
it's
here.
a minimum of $2.
A minimum of $2. Rachel,
No,
Give me
don't let her
$2.
donate. Fuck. Hell no.
Come
The fuck
on.
that do? That's my money. The fuck?
Either way, I need
Money
I
down.
$2
donate to
donations.
myself? The fuck?
Exactly. I need $2 donations. Everybody, please give us $2. This man wants please.
I
It
said
would
that
be contact
I said that if anybody wants to do the watch party, now we're owed 2 watch parties. I forgot there was an old movie that somebody wanted me to do a watch party for. So if we get our dono goal tonight, 5 donos, $2 a pop, I will watch the Marvels. I will stream it on Discord. We will watch it together or something like that. We'll figure it out. I don't know.
And he has to watch the whole thing, ladies.
I'll watch the whole thing. I'll sit here with popcorn and whatever I got to do to get by, and just admire Yam Booty. That's all I got to do. You know? Chadwick Boseman is from South Carolina, so a Southern accent would not have been hard for him to pull off.
Not even
highly
close.
unlikely. Yeah.
Facts.
So glad Michael B. Jordan bounced back from that horrible Fantastic Four flick. Us too.
Yeah.
Us too, because damn, that was bad. Torian said F1 was phenomenal, by the way. Megan 2.0, don't even waste your time. Figured that was going to be a joke of a movie.
Yeah, we figured that was gonna be trash. I told you. That shit was all over the place.
Wow.
That's dope, though, huh? Okay.
This is the first time I've seen this comment. After that last trailer, I think I'm more hyped for Fantastic Four than Superman. Wow. Really?
Oh, wait, who said that?
Really? Wait. Okay, so first off, shameless plug. After this podcast, we are going to react to the final trailer for Fantastic Four. Obviously, you guys know we're going to react to that. There's a lot to break down. I felt completely different, to be honest with you, but we'll talk about that when the time comes.
You haven't seen the dog trailer yet.
What?
We can't cover the dog trailer because James Gunn doesn't like us and he flags us for every fucking video that we do.
Oh, he put out a trailer about crypto?
Yeah.
Great. I'm going to have to go watch that.
Yeah, well, I think that's also, part of the reason why the anticipation, because at this point, I saw a report saying that at this point, they're expecting Fantastic Four to outsell Superman. Like, I'm like, damn, where did they get that from?
That's definitely not fucking happening. Superman's going to make more. I'm not going to sit here and say it's going to be the better movie, but it's definitely going to make more. I'm telling you right now.
We'll see. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we will see. I think that first week will be the telltale for both of them, because if people go and then they start coming out and there's like all this rave review stuff, then it will make more money. But if people go and then they're like, and especially, the internet, as soon as first day they go see it, they're going to come back and be like, and they start tearing it apart. It's going to be a problem.
Damn it. This backfired on me so bad. So Dogzilla donated $5 once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times and said done. So now I have to watch the fucking Marvels. Fantastic. $2 from Brother Man. Make sure you bring your popcorn. Okay. Sounds good. Do you guys want me to do it on Discord? Do you want to have a watch party? Do you want to sit through this awful movie with me? Do you want to do that? We can do that.
I will. For me to see your face while this movie's going on, I will. Shit.
That's backfired on me so badly. It's horrible.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Damn it.
Oh,
DZ said, "Sweet Christmas." I assume that was to all the announced guests at New York Comic Con. Yeah, it's going to happen this year. DZ, you got to get your Jim Lee this year. You got to get that Jim Lee thing going. I know you've been trying to do that, man. You got to get that Jim Lee going this year. I don't know if you're joining us tonight, but if you're not, you got to get that Jim Lee thing going this year, bro. I hope that works out. Everybody said what up to DZ. Brother Man said thumbs up and the cheers. Cheers. Again, guys, thank you so much. $5, $10, $15, $20. Brother Man with the $4. You guys are fantastic. We appreciate you. Yes. And then Brother Man also said Leo drink. I had nothing to do with that.
After all that good news, really, Brother Man? We're going to get married to watch the Marvels. This is going to be fucking good.
Yeah, can't wait. I'll put a poll out there and see if you guys want to do Discord. But if you do, we'll do Discord. I'll watch it with you guys. Hopefully we'll have some fun. Discord, maybe I'll do it this weekend. Maybe. We'll see. Maybe we'll do it this weekend.
Let's do Discord.
I think I might have time.
Like
I'll do that. Let's see here. One thing that gives Fantastic Four leverage is nothing major comes out behind it. This is true. It's the last movie of the month.
That's facts.
So that's gonna be a thing. July is going to be major moneymaker month. Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman, and Fantastic Four. Man, I'm looking forward to Jurassic World next week. I'm locked in already. That's next week. I'm excited, man.
That's crazy.
I'm super excited.
Yeah, I've been seeing it, and knowing that Scarlett Johansson is a Jurassic World fan since she was a kid makes it all. I don't know what it is, but I love true fans. It brings heart. It brings more emotion and more heart to the project when the person that's acting and doing it is a true fan of the project. That way, it actually comes out on film. That's what I think. That's my opinion.
I agree with that too. One thing I will say, Mahershala Ali. I know. I hope I have him in the news slide this week. I don't know if you do. Mahershala Ali. I'm telling you this right now. I'm calling my shot. I haven't seen anything. I haven't spoiled anything. I really want to go into Jurassic World blind. Mahershala Ali getting diddled by the Diddy dinosaur. I'm telling you right now. The Diddy dinosaur gonna get his ass. I'm telling you. I got a feeling. As soon as I saw Mahershala Ali, I was like, his ass is dead. He'd definitely die in this fucking movie.
Wait, how many quotas do we have in this movie?
He's the one. He's the one. His ass is dead. His dead.
Yeah, I think he survives.
You think so? I don't know, man.
They won't kill that brother off in the first 25
because at this point, okay, so in all the other Jurassic Parks, how many of the dinosaur wranglers died?
It depends on the movies. It depends on the movies.
I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I don't think any of the dinosaur wranglers in any of the other Jurassic Parks died.
Shit.
I mean, I'd have to go back and look up, but I mean, like Chris Pratt stayed alive through all the Jurassic World movies, and then like most of the main people ended up surviving. But the thing with this one is it's actually like a team, and technically speaking, like Mahershala Ali's really a side character. He's not the main character of the thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I don't think he make it. I'm like, I don't think so. So I don't know. Listen, we're gonna find out next week. By the way, I'm also gonna put out there. Do you guys want us to cover? So I'm going to see Jurassic World. I think it's Wednesday. I don't know if it's Wednesday or Thursday. I think I'm going Wednesday. I'm pretty sure. So do you guys want us to cover it on the podcast, or do you want us to do a separate recording for the movie reaction after Thursday or whatever? Let us know. I'm going to put a poll out there and see. Let's see here. Why is it called First Steps with nothing following it? Didn't. I don't know, man.
First steps to Secret Wars?
Potentially.
Maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know Sony, bro. I don't know.
With that Jared Leto scandal, are we still getting Tron Ares? I haven't seen the Jared Leto scandal yet. He do something?
Oh, what did Jared Leto do now?
Do I have to look this up? I won't say it on here if it's bad.
What did he do, bro?
I'm looking it up. It's misconduct of the not so nice kind, allegedly with nine women. I don't know.
Only 9?
I mean, 9 is a modest number. I don't know.
It's barely a misdemeanor these days.
Yeah, it's accusations.
Oh,
Yikes! That came out. That literally came out a couple weeks ago. Apparently, I missed this.
Yeah, so did I.
Huh?
What the hell?
Yeah, it came out a couple weeks ago.
Listen, at this point, if you have not been accused, you're not popular and you're not popular. It's like in the late 90s where all the rappers were going to jail for no reason, or they all were getting their jewelry robbed. Like if this doesn't happen to you, then you're not popping.
Are we still gonna get Tron Ares? I think they've put a lot of money into that project, so we're still gonna get Tron Ares.
Yeah.
So
I wouldn't be surprised if they.
I would assume so.
It's already done filming, so that's happening.
I wouldn't be surprised if they delayed it, depending on what kind of progress it's going on. So, but I think we're definitely gonna get it.
DZ says he's been hoodwinked by child activities tonight, so he's here with the peoples in the chat. That's cool, bro. We appreciate you.
I got you.
We got you, bro. All right, nerdy news. Continue, sir.
Ninja Kamui is confirmed to return for season 2 and even a season 3.
I never finished that.
I finished it. It was fucking
Man, listen, let's put the fries in the bag and give me my season 2, bro.
This is the one thing I'm starting to fucking understand. I'm starting to hate. They're taking too fucking long. You're taking too long, bro. Blue Eye Samurai, you're taking too long. Ninja Kamui, you're taking too long. Fucking Solo Leveling, you're taking too fucking long.
Well, Solo Leveling gave you 2 back-to-back seasons. In fairness, now you're gonna wait for another one. That's just that's reality. Yo, by the way, speaking of which, Kaiju number 8. I forgot about in the chaos of this July. Kaiju number 8 season 2 drops out in the middle of all that bullshit. It comes out the same week as fucking as Fantastic Four.
You in the house.
God damn, yo. Are we gonna cover Kaiju number 8? I guess we kind of have to, huh? Yeah,
Absolutely.
Definitely gotta cover it. I definitely gotta finish that. I haven't finished it yet. I've been excited.
Kaiju number 8 is dope.
Kaiju number 8's dope. I'm excited.
Yeah.
All right. New Transformer animated series is in the early works.
So not the one that just came out recently. A different one?
Animated series. I'm guessing it's going to be on a weekly basis.
Oh, the one was a the one was a movie.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a different universe or a different something. I don't know.
Yeah, this is probably not related at all.
Probably not related at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It should have been.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, sometimes it's not good to connect everything. Just let it stand.
Yeah.
Let's see. A new official look for Ultraman in DC Superman. I don't know if we can show it because we might get flagged.
Yeah.
I'm not showing anything because he'll flag us, and I'm not trying to get fucking flagged.
It's that.
So
it's
that's that.
Yeah, I'm not.
Right.
James Gunn ain't Ain't put a hit on this channel. Fuck
yeah.
out here.
So you DC assholes don't start saying, "Oh, you just Marvel fanboys." Your boy's on some bullshit, so we're just following his rules. So
exactly. So don't say don't bring that shit up. All right. Stephen King sells the rights to some of his short stories for only $1. So film students can use them to make movies. He calls them his dollar babies.
listen, we've been saying this. There is so much talent out there. So now, can you just imagine if one of these guys takes a Stephen King short and makes a crazy AI movie out of this damn thing?
That part.
And then Stephen King calls, and now for $1, you about to get a major motion picture. Shit, I'm about to go write some shit right now.
Shit.
Freaking Sean with the $10 said this is for the She-Hulk rewatch party. No, that's for me. That's $100 minimum.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Leo will rewatch it for free with you guys.
We can see some fucking Captain America fucks. We can see that all day at the ball. I don't give a shit.
I'm gonna need cigars and whiskey.
We can drink times he transforms.
Torian said, "Oh nah, Leo drink," and he hit you with the Leo drink. God drink. Thank you for the $10 show. If you don't really want to watch rewatch episodes of She-Hulk, do you? Please tell me you're joking. I mean, I'll do it if you really want me to, but she's gonna be at New York Comic Con too. Who? Freaking what's her name? The chick who plays She-Hulk.
Oh, she is. Oh
Wait,
my god.
which one?
Titanium?
No, the chick who plays She-Hulk, probably.
The actual She-Hulk.
Yeah, She-Hulk.
Oh, shit.
I forgot her name off the top of my head.
That's all right. I know what she looks like.
Honestly.
Okay.
Oh yeah, DZ said, "Yep, she's gonna be there too."
Oh,
there you go.
Okay. Yo, I gotta get a lot of shit. I gotta get a lot of shit signed.
Sounds like I need to get an Affirm credit card.
We do not confirm or affirm or deny these messages.
Wait. Son, if you're seeing this in the future, just know it's for your future. just sell all the shit, and you might be able to get a college education of some kind. Just putting it out there.
Yo, I literally paid a fucking 316 with fucking 3 books.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. It happens. I got books sitting back here, man. Like, it's what it is. Got to do what I got to do.
It happens.
Blue Eye Samurai's next season is supposed to be 2026, so it might have a lengthy wait period. I hope it's next year. If they don't come out next year, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. I don't know.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck around, and it's not gonna be anybody else's radar again.
They also supposedly cut the episodes from 8 to 6. That ain't looking good, man. That's not looking good.
Crazy.
Wait, but something else cut. They only did 6 episodes and it went fucking fire.
Oh, Tatiana. That's her name, Tatiana. I heard Baby Franklin's gonna be at Comic-Con, probably.
That is a costume, though. If you have a brand new baby, you come up with all Fantastic Four. You know what I mean?
The cosplay gonna be something serious this year. Between Halloween, Marvel Rivals. I don't know.
I just need to see the Queen. Need to see the Queen.
Man.
One good time. All right. Sinners has become the 10th highest grossing R-rated film ever at the domestic box office. Also, it just surpassed Jaws.
Yeah, listen. Sinners is eating them up on the low right now. Like, yo, shout out Ryan Coogler, man.
I guarantee you they're gonna re-release Jaws. How much you want to bet?
Oh, it's a fact.
Is that for like an independent movie, like a movie that's not like because
so.
It's got to be like an independent movie, right? Because I know that this was the first movie that was like.
It says the 10th highest grossing R-rated film of all time.
R-rated film. I'm sorry, I missed that part. R-rated film. I missed that part. My bad. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Shout out Ryan Coogler, bro. Like, it's crazy. This man, He's about to get super paid for everything he puts his hands on moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to say it.
All right. So, okay, the supernatural side of the next MCU saga will reportedly be very dark, very demonic, and something out there, something out of a Guillermo del Toro fever dream.
This is what we came here for. This is what we came here for. We need supernatural MCU. This is part of the MCU. You know what I'm saying? I just hope, like, Chase says this all the time, right? We want our cosmic stuff. We want our cosmic characters, cosmic. We want our supernatural characters, supernatural. We want our Earth characters, Earth characters.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, just put them where they belong. So if you're gonna do this, listen, bro, go the full fucking Mephisto, Dormammu, Doctor Strange, all of them.
R-rated.
And now they've opened the door on R-rated now. You know what I'm saying? With everything that just came out recently, so it's out here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because we got people taking shots to the face now. That's what I'm talking about.
No Diddy.
Okay, Oscar Isaac will return as Miguel, Moon Knight, and Apocalypse.
Why?
In what? In like they gotta start like I don't know.
Avengers Secret Wars. It fits. I highly doubt that they're going to put Apocalypse in there.
Why would he be Miguel? Spider-Man 2099?
Well, yeah.
But he's not. We haven't seen him in live action. We've only seen the animated.
Yeah, they're probably going to throw him in the suit, bro.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
It's a rumor. So
it's just weird.
If they put him in the suit, and then they put him in the Moon Knight suit, and then they put him in the fucking Apocalypse suit, we already know he could play 3 fucking different characters in one show. So
no, I'm not saying he can't. Yeah, so, he can.
So it's like, which is another show that's taking too long to fucking be remade, is Moon Knight.
Well, you know, I hope they bump the rating on that to rated R and really dive into the dive into the nitty gritty with that shit. But you know.
Yes, put the kiddies to bed. Fuck that.
Please.
That's what they need to have. They need to have fucking Disney After Dark and put the kiddies to bed. Fucking time. Okay.
Is that like is that like Skinamax or like?
Hey, if these parents don't know how to put password protections on their fucking Disney Plus, tell them go cry somewhere else. I mean, at this point,
that's true.
You're not a good parent if you don't have parent protections and you don't want your kids seeing this shit.
That's true.
Because right now with the technology, you can literally control everything a kid does on the internet.
I'm touching myself tonight.
All right. News that we're all gonna die. Japan new tech turns your body into a remote control for a humanoid robot.
No. Abso-fucking-lutely not. No, never in a million years. No. How? No. Why? That's crazy. Why would anybody sign up for this?
You can work more than 8 hours?
I don't want to work 8 hours. What the fuck?
Oh my god. All right. Henry Cavill will be totally down to star in a Red Dead Redemption movie.
Yo, Red Dead Redemption movie could be fucking tough.
Yeah, it could be tough.
That could be tough. Red Dead Redemption is dope.
And the cowboy thing is in, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's on its way back. It's on its way back.
Yellowstone?
Everything always comes around. It comes in waves, you know what I'm saying? Like it just
I think Samuel Jackson has a cowboy movie coming back.
Yep.
I think so.
The Hateful Eight?
Yeah,
the fucking Magnificent Seven.
No, he's got a new one coming. There's a new one coming with.
Oh yeah, I think it's. I forgot what the hell it's called though. I forgot the damn name.
I can't remember. But...
Yeah. You know, it could be. You know, what else could be dope? An Elden Ring movie. I'll never watch it. Fuck that game and fuck that movie.
The CGI alone would cost too much money.
It would cost billions of dollars to animate that whole thing.
Yeah, to animate that fucking movie, they could probably do it like Lord of the Rings. That did work out, but that random.
Hope the supernatural phase is not too offsetting, but keeping hope alive for something good. Won't matter since the kids are gonna watch it anyway. But disclaimers, I guess. You know.
Yeah, tell your kid, hey, put the parental controls on the goddamn TV, bruh, on their account. That's it. And put a password on your account.
I feel like this is like a necessary thing for Disney / Marvel to do, because at this point, because of how long the MCU has been a thing, like you currently have multiple generations watching the shit. You can't just keep doing the PG-13 shit and it always thinking it's going to work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just eventually like the older people who are, and granted, maybe that's not your audience anymore. That's fine if it's not. But like, you're going to lose out on the people who've been watching it from 20 years ago. If eventually they're just like, this is too kiddie, I don't want to fucking watch this shit anymore. But I guess maybe the hope there is their kids get into it, and then you're like, well, I'm going to watch because my kid wants to watch too. So, you know.
Fuck that. You watch it. If you ain't teach your kids about fucking Transformers and Marvel and DC and none of that, you're slacking as a parent.
Facts.
You're slacking.
True.
Get them into nerd shit. It keeps them out of trouble.
Facts.
All right. First look at Spider-Man 94, which is a continuation of the 90s animated series. So we're doing the Spider-Man animated series all over again. The continuation of the Spider-Man animated series, which I am in for. Yes.
In comics, or they're doing it again
in animation?
Like animation.
Like they did
X-Men 97?
Yeah.
I mean, people have been calling for it since X-Men 97 came out. They said, because they teased Spider-Man in there. He was in one of the episodes, so it's like, that could be dope, bro. Like, you know. I feel like ultimately the thing that we've learned over the course of the past decade plus is that Spider-Man's always going to make fucking money. Spider-Man is like the generational superhero right now. Like, I feel people are just like older, younger. Everybody seems to gravitate to Spider-Man. Like, he always makes $1 billion at the box office. Well, even the animation makes $500 million at the box office. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you know what it is too. Spider-Man has powers, but he's not overly powerful. You know what I mean? Like
in the movies.
He's got powers, but he's not overly powerful.
Shit.
You mean in the sense that he's not like Superman? Like, he's not that powerful.
Exactly. Like, you know, he's you know, he's not all powerful, galactic level powerful, but he's got powers.
Yeah. And, he does. It's basically superhuman abilities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As opposed to this motherfucker can break galaxies with a punch.
I got a question for you guys. Superman or Anansi? Who takes it?
Who? Superman and Anansi?
The original Spider-Man?
Old Spider-Man.
Superman.
I don't know.
Superman.
I don't know. Superman.
I mean, how strong is Anansi?
I don't think he can take Anansi, bro. Like, this is where magic comes into play, and then like once magic comes into play for me, like, you know,
this shit that you can't explain.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know.
So I want to see. I'm gonna do some deep dive on that and see what the hell's going on, because we don't have a lot of iterations of Anansi in the comics, so it should be a nice little short one. But we have decades of fucking Superman, so Superman might take it. All right, Arnold Schwarzenegger picked for the worst Terminator movie is no surprise. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, so the last
The last Terminator movie?
Yeah. Watch what happens live with. Oh my god. So actually, since Arnold Schwarzenegger wasn't in the last Terminator movie, he's calling it trash.
Terminator Dark Fate?
I think so.
Came out in 2019.
Wait, he was in that?
No. I think because
he was in that.
It was Genesis. Dark Fate.
I think they're doing another one.
Dark Fate was 2019.
Right. So Genesis was the last one.
It said when I typed in what was the last Terminator movie, it says Terminator Dark Fate. Let me look up when Genesis came out. Terminator Genesis. Terminator Genesis came out in 2015.
Okay, so it was Dark Fate.
So Dark Fate. But he was in that movie.
It's like damn near his franchise. Like,
I was gonna say, isn't it his? Has he missed one of those movies?
It's like no, because I think he wasn't in one of the other ones. One of them he wasn't in. I don't think.
Yeah.
What Terminator was Arnold not in? Arnold Schwarzenegger reveals his pick for the worst Terminator movie. It doesn't Terminator. Oh, Arnold Schwarzenegger was not in Terminator Salvation
Oh, so
in
that's
09. That's his pick for the worst Terminator movie because he wasn't in it.
Yeah,
That's what that quote says.
that one wasn't terrible. It wasn't as good as the normal Terminator movies, but it wasn't terrible.
You gotta stop doing Terminators. Okay.
Nah, never stop doing Terminators, Arnold. You can do Terminators Brooklyn. I'm gonna go see it. Don't even worry about it.
You'll be fucking rusted out for some parts. Tell you that shit. Come on.
Damn.
Who need a leg? Who need an arm? Everybody will be like rocking in this motherfucker. I need that arm.
Because okay, so Arnold, I love you, but I'm just telling you right now, if you use my idea, I want my money. Don't, because the one thing that they haven't done, John Connors has not sent an army after the Terminators in their own time. So they usually send the Terminators after John. John has to send an army or squad after.
Yeah,
I want my money.
The writer of that and Matrix tied it all in to. That was a good interview where she had. I want to pick it up. I don't want to miss it. She wrote for those Terminator and that. So it's a prequel to the Terminator, and Matrix is a prequel to the Terminator, and the Terminator is a depiction of what would happen if AI and all that other stuff happened.
Yeah. So am I the only person that don't care if I don't ever see another Matrix movie again?
Come on now.
The wrap up on these movies is just absolutely fucking terrible, man. I love what they did to a certain degree, but the wrap up on these, I just can't, man. I just can't.
Salvation at least tried to do something different.
Yeah.
I mean,
they did.
That's what Rashad said. What up, Rashad? Appreciate you being here.
What up?
Superman is also weak to magic. Fun fact: they never discussed that.
That's what I'm saying. So as soon as you start talking magic, for me, he takes it out.
Salvation actually wasn't bad in my opinion. I haven't seen Salvation. I never saw that.
Salvation is the one where the guy doesn't know he's a Terminator.
Oh shit! No wonder I didn't watch that shit. All right.
It actually wasn't bad though.
Like we said, Sinners passes to become the second highest grossing horror film ever in North America. So it passed Jaws. The original Spider-Man trilogy returns to the cinemas later this year, including 2.1 extended cuts.
So this is Toby movies.
Yes,
Toby's movies.
Sony trying to make some money. That's what it is.
I mean, when your last 4 movies didn't make any fucking money, I understand. I mean, I don't know.
Sony trying to make that money.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, but is anybody going to actually go see those 3 movies again? I mean, there's going to be people that go see them again. What am I saying? People go see them again.
Yeah,
they will.
You know they will.
They'll wait until there's a big lull. There's going to be a big lull with superhero movies after July. So now all of a sudden you're not seeing another fucking movie until Supergirl comes out next year.
Listen,
so it's like...
They got to give everybody some time to miss them, and everybody got to get past the overload of the last 6 phases and all of that. I am definitely concerned that in between time will allow for another category of film to take control, which might screw up everything that they think they're doing.
I think that aside from that, because I agree with you, hey. Give some people. Listen, we're gonna get Fantastic Four. It gives people time to process until Doomsday, until next December, right? But also, I think people aren't getting the fact that James Gunn is kicking off a DCU, his DCU. Right. Superman's gonna make money. We've already established that. The name alone is gonna make this motherfucker money, right? But at this point, moving forward, Supergirl's gonna come out in another year. So now, this is where I'm at, right? Because I think this is the part that people are missing. Based on name value, Superman's going to make money. So now next year, you're going to have a year and a half off from Marvel movies. If Supergirl don't make money next summer, James Gunn's in trouble. I don't even mean for it to sound like that, but he's in trouble. If Supergirl doesn't make money, I don't know what the budget is. I don't know what it's going to be. But Supergirl doesn't carry the weight that Superman does. You get what I'm saying? In terms of name value. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if that motherfucker don't make money, James Gunn is going to be in trouble. I'm telling you. He will not get a further established DCU from that point on. Because his only confirmed projects are Supergirl, and then apparently his Batman, which I don't know if you have that in the news, but I added a slide for it.
Yeah, I got the list. Supposedly, there's a list that came out of the DC projects. So I'm gonna go 3 at a time and tell me which ones you guys are interested in watching. So we got this is supposedly in their order: Superman, Supergirl, Creature Commandos.
So it's Creature Commando season 2.
Yeah,
What you're saying?
yeah.
Season 2. I liked Creature Commandos. I didn't love it. I liked it. It wasn't bad. I would watch a second season of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm interested. I'm even okay. Okay, so maybe this is just me, right? I don't ever claim to be the biggest like DC comic nerd ever. Obviously, people who watch this podcast know I'm more into Marvel than I am DC. But Supergirl intrigues me on the Lobo factor alone. Like, I want to see it because of Lobo. I'm very interested to see where that goes because he's already going to be an after credit scene or whatever the fuck he's going to be in that movie. Right. So, like, I'm interested to see that. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. Superman is obviously going to be what it's going to be. I can't wait to actually have a fair, unbiased review on Superman in a couple weeks.
Yes, neither can I.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right. Wonder Woman, Clayface, Waller. Waller has already supposedly been canceled.
What? Told you before. Sabotage. It's always sabotage with the black heroes. I told you before. Like, supposedly. I'm not surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I hope that Viola Davis, who, by the way, just cleared what was it? 15 billion?
Yeah.
Yes.
In box office.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy because I came across that interview where she's talking about how hard she has to work compared to other actresses in the field in order to just get a piece of what they do. And I'm like, 15 billion in the field in a career that is like vast, all the Emmys, all the awards, and DC doesn't think that a movie with her is worth the value. Like what does that say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What does that say? Like, listen, at this point, I really wish like Ryan Coogler, Viola Davis, and her husband just get together and just start making movies, bro.
Make a movie studio of some kind.
Just you don't have to like just start making movies, man. Just like
go to Tyler Perry and start making some shit.
You know,
he has a whole studio, or go to Robert De Niro. He has one up here in New York that he just.
I think Viola and Robert are friends or good friends.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like it's just always the same bullshit, bro. It's, you know, the black hero stories always are softly sabotaged. Blade, like how hard is this? Is this Blade isn't even a hard movie to make.
Nope.
Why are there so much problems? It's not like there's a complicated story. It's vampires killing vampires, kicking ass in kung fu. It's not that damn hard.
No. What were the other two projects aside from
Wonder Woman and Clayface?
Okay, so I don't know if Wonder Woman 1984 just left a bad fucking. And I know obviously it's a different universe, but I could do without a little Wonder Woman solo action for a while. Honestly, like I don't need that. I don't need that. I would be more excited about a Lanterns project, which I know is coming. Then
it's on the list.
Then go ahead, you continue that. I don't want to skip.
But I'm more interested in the Clayface in that set.
So the Clayface horror movie actually interests me because if it's really a horror film, I have a lot of intrigue in that. Clayface could be really interesting to see on the big screen, done as a horror movie and not just to like. Because I think the only place you've really seen him is like animated, which was cool.
Right.
He's been done pretty well in animation between Creature Commandos and obviously older Batman.
The new Batman series that came out, that was a dope Clayface too in there.
I was gonna say, so you know.
Yeah. All right. So we have Paradise Lost, Booster Gold, and the Authority.
I don't care about any of those projects.
And then the next three is Lanterns, Brave and the Bold, Peacemaker Season 2.
The Peacemaker Season 2 is coming out this year. It comes out in August. Yeah,
but this is all the projects that supposedly they're in the work that they're greenlit, supposedly.
I don't know how to feel about about like I want to be excited about Lanterns, and I'll probably when a trailer drops, I'll probably be more intrigued because that's gonna be, aside from Peacemaker, the first like live action series we get from James Gunn. So it's like I'm intrigued by it. Listen, man. Again, I'm gonna keep saying the same thing that I reiterate on a week to week basis. I'm cheering that James Gunn does this thing. I want more competition. I want DC to be good. I want some of these heroes brought to the limelight that haven't been in the past. You could find me in a universe where we don't do the Justice League for a little while and we just do other characters that haven't been in the forefront from DC
and build up to it
eventually. You could sell me on that and then give me Justice League in 10 years down the fucking road from now. And I'm good with that.
I wonder which thing is he following? Marvel. He's literally following Marvel.
But yeah, I mean, it's possible.
All right. So the next three is Titans, Mr. Miracle, and Swamp Thing.
So
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans could be dope.
Yeah, I like the
Teen Titans.
I don't know what it is, but I like that fucking cartoon.
Like, don't get me wrong. Something about Teen Titans, I think James Gunn could actually pull that off. Like Teen Titans being good, I think that could be fucking good.
I think the Swamp Thing could be fucking good.
Swamp Thing could be too. Yeah, I would agree. See, that's the thing. You keep naming projects, and it's like I'm intrigued to see it, but it's like I need to see his first couple of things before I'm like, how much am I going to be excited about?
So so first of all, I don't want him touching Swamp Thing. I don't want him touching Swamp Thing. Listen, I first of all, I'm never going to fucking forgive him for Drax the Destroyer. Never forgiving him for Drax the Destroyer. Never forgiving him for that fucking bullshit. Never. So at this point, I feel like if any character has is kind of like an enforcer, or a muscle bound, or a berserker, I feel like he's going to turn him into a comedian. So can you imagine the jokes coming out of Swamp Thing? No, I don't, like, bro. Just don't listen. Just knock it off. Just knock it off.
All right. So then we have the next three are the dynamic duo, Deathstroke and Bane, and Blue Beetle.
See, like,
Wait,
I still haven't watched Blue Beetle, the first Blue Beetle.
Okay, first of all,
I still haven't watched that.
First of all, why do we need to do Blue Beetle? Like, yeah, matter of fact,
you gotta have new tropes. So you gotta be pushing.
I'm just gonna start a list of fucking movies that I'm not gonna forgive James Gunn for. Blue Beetle is definitely one of them because he's one of my favorite cats. Go watch.
But that Blue Beetle's not his movie though. He didn't make that, right?
Hey, his name's on the door. He's responsible.
I mean, that's he did let it come out.
He should have. Yeah,
like, I still haven't watched that.
You want to nail down Viola Davis in Waller, but you fucking let Blue Beetle get out. Like, that was something. Like, knock it off. Go check out Blue Beetle in the Young Justice animation, and then tell me that the movie's better.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Listen,
Blue Beetle seems cool as a character. Blue Beetle seems dope as a character.
I love the character.
Yeah, he seems cool as a character.
The character is dope. Yeah.
The final season of the final 2 seasons, I think it is, of Young Justice is absolutely magnificent. Blue Beetle rocks in that shit, but that movie, like, I'm good.
I'm interested in the Deathstroke and Bane.
That, yeah. So and that's what scares me, bro. Because I just could you imagine the two of them as like Drax the Destroyer Part 2 and 3?
Don't do that.
So okay, but here, okay. Here's my thing, right? So yes, I agree with you. Those two projects could be fucking dope, but Matt Reeves is building a Batman universe of his own that's under this umbrella. So I'm sitting here going like, okay, so what? So Matt Reeves has the Penguin and he has the Court of Owls because it's already been fucking teased. He's gonna have his own. Who's the other character that was teased in the Penguin series? What's her name? The chick. No, I'm saying tease, but who's the chick? The chick was the chick who we all loved, yellow dress, yada yada. Her. She's a villain, right? She's a villain in the DC world, right? So like Matt Reeves is building his own, and there's rumors that it's gonna be Scarecrow in the next movie, and he teased the Joker. So I'm sitting here going like, so we're going to build two completely different parallel independent Batman universes with multiple villains and different versions of them? Yes. Yep. Why?
Because one's going to be shit and the other one's just going to be shit.
But that's my point though. And I know the DCU, his DCU, James Gunn's DC universe needs its own Batman, because if you're not going to use year 2 fucking Batman or whatever the fuck you want to call him at this point, and you need your own, but it's like, now what? You're going to make people watch double Batman films and different fucking things and different iterations, and now we got to go, oh, that's year 2 Batman who's less experienced, and this is a Batman who's very experienced, and that, like, it all just gets too convoluted. And I'm like, why are you focusing on that?
And I haven't heard nothing about the Brave and the Bold, nothing recently, and I haven't heard nothing about since the Penguin and the dynamic duo. Is Robin going to be wearing tidy whities?
Yes.
Legs all out? Eyes out? Eyes out?
Yes.
Little cape?
Yes.
All right. What comments do we have in the comments?
Yeah, we got a couple. So let's see here. Superman, Lantern, Supergirl, Peacemaker. Gunn said nothing gets greenlit without a good script. Okay, that's fine. I like that mentality. I love nothing gets greenlit without a script.
Except I don't understand. As many movies as you've currently made, how could you not have a good script? And you literally are at the head of the table, give their ass a direction and let them go make the script. It's not hard.
Hey, it's not hard. Go across the hall and say, "Hey, animators."
Yeah. What do you think of it? What do you think of this script? It's shit. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rashad, but part of the problem there is that there have been good scripts. He just lets jealousy and ego kick in and trashes them.
Facts.
So, brother, man, you really think James Gunn has denied scripts that have been good? Yep. Because you think so? Because it doesn't have his touch on it or whatever? Yep. You think that? Absolutely. You think he's that like arrogant about it? Yeah, really?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I feel like if he saw a good script, he'd be like, all right, like, we'll do it. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Have you seen that there's nothing in there for Batman Beyond?
I mean, don't get me wrong. If there's anybody in this world who I think is like, I hope I'm saying the right word, like pretentious, it's definitely James Gunn. Like, he's definitely one of those dudes that's like, if it doesn't have my little sprinkle of fucking of whatever on it, then I don't want it. Like, he seems like that guy. But
okay, so imagine the Blade script comes in and it's chunk full of action and horror and martial arts action and vampires. You think you're gonna sign that off? No, because go back and look at Creature Commandos and think about how many episodes of that was just like right where there's a moment where it's supposed to be something gaudy happens, something comical happens. Like, maybe, this is like, his little signature, like, make him go left instead of going straight. Like, we don't want the comedy shit, not like that. And he'll this is what he wants.
I'm just hoping that he doesn't go too far with the comedy in Superman. Because I'm
seeing in a couple weeks.
I'm seeing a lot of things, bro. I'm hearing a lot of good reviews. I'm hearing a lot of bad reviews. I'm hearing a lot of mixed. So it's like,
yeah, you're gonna get every which way though at this point, because there's people out there who love Superman. They're gonna be like, oh my god, Superman is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Like, there's no,
exactly.
There's no, it is what it is. What about Batgirl or Catwoman or perhaps Poison Ivy? Well,
we canceled Batgirl.
I was gonna say Batgirl shelved. Catwoman, if you want to get technical, Matt Reeves has Catwoman because she was in fucking the Batman 1. So and he has Catwoman.
And nobody else can play her.
No, they can't. No, they can't. Poison Ivy would be cool. I think another Poison Ivy would be dope if somebody managed to do that. I've always liked that character personally.
Yeah.
Mike Flanagan wrote Clayface. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know who Mike Flanagan is. Mike Flanagan. He wrote The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, The Fall of the House of Usher, The Haunting of Bly Manor, Doctor Sleep.
Okay.
He's a horror director.
Yeah, so Fall of the Doctor Sleep was good too. I like Doctor Sleep, and the Fall of the House of Ash, both good movies.
I will give James Gunn this. He's attempting to do the Gallery of DC into the Gallery of DC instead of relying on the same three, Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. But he is doing Superman, and he has done Batman, and he said he can't find somebody to play Wonder Woman. He's literally verbatim said that.
Yeah, I mean,
he wants them.
Supposedly, he found somebody to play Wonder Woman.
Who? Is she 5'2"? If so, no.
Yeah, we had it on the
No. Fuck no.
I mean, listen, you have to do the flagship characters. I'm not mad at that. But again, Brave and the Bold. What was the problem with that? Except Brave and the Bold has to be a dark, action-packed movie, and we don't want to do that.
If Batman gets his ass handed to him.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
I'd be down for that though. Although like I'm not gonna lie though, like
to a certain point.
Right? No, but like Robert Pattinson got his ass beat pretty good as Batman.
No, but it's year one Batman.
But he also took C4 to the face and was perfectly fine. So I mean,
and a double barrel shotgun.
And a double barrel shotgun to the chest, he was fine. So I don't know. But I would like to see a Batman that actually gets his ass whooped, to be honest with you, because I don't know. Legion of Doom could be dope or brought out finally.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can James Gunn do a worse Batman? Do worse than Batman and Robin version of Bane? Batman.
I remember that.
I don't even remember that.
With Poison Ivy.
Oh yeah, that version of Bane. Yeah. That version of Bane was bad. Sophia. This was from Sophia Falcone. Yeah, she's a villain. She's a villain in the Batman universe. Let's see here. It's called Fallback, Aaron. If one fails, the other prevails. A contingency plan, flop or not. WB gonna come out on top with that bag. Yeah, but like, okay. So this is my thing, right? How can you, as James Gunn, be cool with the Batman? For as much as this podcast doesn't like the Batman, I'm talking about Matt Reeves' The Batman movie, right? It made money and it's popular. Penguin crushed it on the small screen on HBO Max, right? How can you, as James Gunn, come out with your own Batman, and then if this motherfucker Matt Reeves writes a second Batman movie and it fucking kills and he continues with his universe, now you have to make a parallel Batman that's as good? What if your Batman fucking blows compared to his Batman and he's under your umbrella? Now you're sitting there going, oh, well, guess I made the suckier Batman, but you're the guy in charge and you made the suckier Batman? How the fuck does that work? How does that work for you? Because now you're like the asshole who made the sucky Batman.
Now, talk about ego.
That's what I'm saying. His ego is going to come into play there and he's going to scrap Matt Reeves' shit. That's what's going to happen. He'll scrap Penguin 2, Penguin Series Part 2. He'll scrap any plans with Reeves moving forward and blame it on Matt Reeves being sick or some bullshit like that because he wants to move forward with his. That's the worry there.
I haven't heard nothing about the second season of Penguin. Hasn't even
but Matt Reeves still hasn't even put in a script for the Batman 2 until recently because he was sick. Right. So that's the problem, is Matt Reeves has literally been sick, apparently. He had like a cancer scare or some shit like that.
Right.
So I don't even know. So that's why I'm giving that the benefit of the doubt. But even so, like, okay, cool. So what's the, like, that's my thing. I can't see a world where there's two good Batmen, like two good Batman movies at the same time running in parallel with each other. I can't see it because they're going to be compared to each other and one's going to come out on top and the other's going to be worse. So I'm sitting here like,
the comparisons are going to come with Superman. Of
course, absolutely.
The comparisons are going to be fucking day and night. So we have to figure out what the fans have to figure out is, okay, are we going to keep comparing or give James Gunn a chance and say, okay, this is his version of Superman, and the Superman, and just another bit of news that came out that Superman is about the animated, the last couple of scenes are about the animated series. So he ties it in with that. So I don't know how far is he going to go with it. I don't know if he's going to go that, because if you bring in Lobo or if you bring in Darkseid with Supergirl, it has to be a blockbuster. And it's going to take more than one movie.
Yeah, but I think you could have a world where you build to Darkseid and you build that as your Justice League mega level, I hate to say it this way, but again, Thanos level threat that comes 10 years down the road, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right.
I mean, he could do that.
But you have to build the Justice League, though.
You do. But you don't have to give us...
I haven't seen a Flash movie in there yet.
Yeah, but we all need a break from the fucking Flash. We all need a fucking break. I need a break from the Flash. Everybody needs a fucking break from the Flash. So, because that motherfucker made me hate the character. And I don't hate the character. Flash is fucking cool. But he made me hate the character.
The dumb shit that he did, yeah.
He just does dumb shit all the time. He's still doing dumb shit today. He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
They all read many different Batmans in all the different comics he has. During the writers' strike, so many good scripts were trashed. During the writers' strike, so many good scripts were trashed.
Yep.
Really?
There's a lot of contagious. There's a lot of rumors going around that there was scripts already written before the writer's strike. They were already being written and greenlit, and he scrapped them all. He scrapped them all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I told you. Looking for a specific brand of script for his signature, and listen, I'm looking forward to seeing Superman, but I'm just not expecting anything that's gonna make me be like, oh wow, it's crazy. I'm curious to see Mr. Terrific. If I see soft sabotage in that, I'm gonna walk out.
Nah, he's gonna be cool. I'm telling you, he's gonna be good. I think there's a chance he might actually steal the movie a little bit. Honestly, I think there's a off chance he might.
You shall see. The bold cut Green Lantern, you're not gonna take it.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna take
comedic relief. Right
yeah,
there.
Do you think so? Yeah, maybe he
because
could.
Technically, Mr. Terrific stays in the Watchtower in the animated series. His job is to take care of the Watchtower, and he plays, he's the tech and his communications and the whole nine. He's not really an action character. So, but we'll see.
Yeah. Many directors have denied scripts. Yeah, it's fair. I know for a fact James Gunn has trashed or shelves many scripts, period and serious. I mean, yeah, Okay. What irks me is that damn Snyder cult. They have quickly climbed the ranks of toxic fandom since the teaser dropped for Superman back in December.
Yeah.
I mean, you knew that was going to happen, though, because he came out with the fucking Snyder cut. So, of course, people are going to be like, well, if they just would have let Snyder continue with the Justice League, it would have been way better. I mean, there's always going to be that portion of it.
But there was a night and day difference, though.
All right. You guys made me watch the fucking Snyder cut, and I'm just going to come out and say it. It's good, but it's not fucking phenomenal. It's fucking good, but it's not fantastic.
Is it better than the one that they did?
Yeah, well, first off, the regular fucking Justice League movie was dog shit, so that's not even saying much. Okay. Yes, the first Justice League movie that came out was absolutely fucking awful. That's why I never went back and watched the Snyder cut until all that time, because I was like, fuck, I don't want to watch this shit. It's trash. But I'm not like, I would never go back and be like, oh, I want to go rewatch the Snyder cut time and time again. It's good. It's not fucking great. It's good. Right. It's not fucking phenomenal.
But compared to dog shit.
And you have to bro, it's a 4-hour fucking movie. You need like 2 piss breaks, 3 snack breaks. I got to go make lunch and come back and watch the other half. Like, what the fuck? Like, that movie's fucking long. Yeah. That movie's fucking long, bro. Like, come on. Colin Farrell's been having health issues, so Penguin 2 is not greenlit until he gets better. Well, between him and Reeves, I mean, I didn't even know Colin Farrell was having health issues. I had no idea that was a thing. That's crazy.
He just finished another movie though.
Mm-hmm.
Know
that. Chase looking forward to the short homie hawk girl, Dina.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We'll let you know how it is after I see it on Tuesday, July 8th. No spoilers.
Yeah, rub it in, Tori. Rub it in.
Well, James Gunn wouldn't give us early access, bro. We tried. You don't want us to see the movie.
I think it's something we said.
Justice League was trash. Justice League. Yeah, it's crazy.
Facts.
Director's cut, Snyder is the best or better than what was initially put out. 100%. Yeah, it's a better movie. I'm not gonna say it was a better movie, but the first the original Justice League movie was absolutely awful. There's no denying that. All right.
All right,
Back
what's
to
those
news.
you got? What's those you got?
I got some slides still. You want me to go
Yeah.
through them real quick? All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, give me a second here. So let's jump around a little bit because I did have a couple fresh, hot off the press news stuff actually, like from today that I saw. So here's one. Marvel claims Fantastic Four's villain Galactus will be the biggest threat in MCU history. This is from the producer of the movie. The most epic that you could imagine, because that's the global stakes we're dealing with. When Galactus gaze comes across your planet, you're not in a good spot. And so I think that's as big of a scope and skill you could ever ask for a villain to bring with him or her. And that is what Galactus brings. So they're saying Galactus is going to be the biggest and baddest villain we've seen in the MCU. I don't think he's going to be bigger and badder than Thanos, but that's besides the point.
Yeah,
He should be. He should be. But
at this point, the cat's out of the bag. You fuck Galactus up, already with the cloud shit. Nobody saw Thanos. Nobody saw Thanos.
Nobody saw him coming.
Which is what made him great. No one saw him coming. People at this point have seen the Cloud Galactus. People have gone back and seen cartoons and all of that. So that people have had time to do a little research. So I don't know. We'll see if the execution matches. I just know that Popcorn Bucket definitely is.
That's just gonna look real nice behind me, bro.
That's the biggest threat.
So I know we have to do a trailer reaction again. Spoiler, shameless plug. There will be a trailer reaction dropping for you guys of the final trailer for Fantastic Four. Galactus is gonna steal this fucking movie. I think he's gonna be the best part of the whole fucking movie, in my opinion.
It's very possible.
I think the Fantastic Four themselves are gonna underwhelm, and Galactus is gonna be fucking dope. That's really where I think this is going. This is my personal opinion. I at this point, I've seen nothing that makes me think, oh my god, the Fantastic Four cast is gonna blow it out of the fucking water. All I've seen is Galactus stomping down fucking Manhattan with his size 100 boots.
And it's in the vanilla Timbs. It's that.
And that to me,
belows.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm sitting there going like, yo, I think this motherfucker's gonna make them leave their universe because he's gonna fucking destroy it. That's what I think is gonna happen. They can't stop him.
And Timberland missed a fucking money.
I would have bought some purple Tims if they would have came out on the market.
Galactic.
That would have been sick.
What? Timberland, you missed a shot. Whoever's in your marketing department is a fucking idiot.
Nah, I mean, listen, we're gonna talk about it when we do the actual trailer reaction. But from what I've seen. We'll see. Galactus is gonna be dope, though. I'll say that.
And if you make a pair of Galactus Tims, you know what to do. Hook it up.
Before we get back to the slides, Fatal J with the $10 bomb in the gym, getting it, trying to get my body right like Chris Hemsworth Thor with his shirt off with Diddy oil. Pause. With the oil, nah, it's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
If I see you do a split in between two trailers.
Yeah, according to Cassie, that wasn't oil. So I don't know if you want to do that.
Oh, damn. But good for you for being in the gym, bro. I got to get my ass back to the gym. God damn it. I've been lazy. I got to go. Now you inspired me. I'm going to go back to the gym. We appreciate the $10 bomb, Fatal. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of that gym sesh. Hopefully you're just listening, having some laughs. Speaking of laughs, Pedro Pascal's Fantastic Four Popcorn Bucket goes viral for a stretchy arm looking like something else.
Yeah, so
what are you doing, Mr. Fantastic?
Yeah, so
why do you think they call him Mr. Fantastic? It ain't because of his fucking brain, bro.
I hate to tell y'all, but that only would have worked if Pedro was black. So I'm just going.
Hey, yo.
The man is made out of rubber. Okay.
That's fair.
Let him work.
That's fair.
Let him work. Let him work.
That's fair. And apparently, according to the trailer, he don't use a rubber either, because Baby Franklin on the way.
He is a rubber.
Yeah, how the fuck you get her pregnant? He
is a rubber.
Oh, man. Let's see here. Thor 5 will reportedly be called Thorquest and won't be directed by Taika Waititi.
You sold me with that not being directed by Taika Waititi.
So listen, what did I say before? Thor's in his environment when he is on quest, going through the different worlds, meeting ice giants and the gigantic insects and all of that kind of stuff. This is the Thor that we love. So yeah,
You mean You mean when he's not riding his axe
his
like a broom
hammer
and flipping
like a broom.
pancakes? Yeah, that's not really fucking Thor.
Crazy. Bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's a crazy concept how that works.
Crazy.
It's fucking nuts.
Why would you even do that?
The one thing I will say is Thorquest has me a little concerned, and I don't mean to say concerned, but there's not really like a comic series for that. So it was like a kid's book. So I'm kind of curious to see what they have Thor do in the final movie because obviously this is Chris Hemsworth's last movie as Thor. It's obvious. This is going to be his curtain call. So I just hope whatever they do for him is dope and he has a great out in the MCU, because after 3 out of 4 of his movies being not that fucking great, I just want to see a great exit at this point. Would be awesome for me. Like, imagine a last Thor movie being a fucking banger. I'd be so down. And you hear it's like a dope villain of some kind. I'd just be so in for it. But we'll see what they do. I want to see who the villain is. That's where I'm at this point. Thor will. Speaking of Thor, he'll have a new suit in Doomsday that will highlight Chris Hemsworth's arms and shoulders. So Fatal, he's he's still in the gym, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta keep up. So let's see here. We did Michael B. Jordan already. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but we talked a lot about Mahershala Ali on Blade last weekend. At one of the premieres for Jurassic World, somebody asked him. So we're hearing that your project as Blade is back on, and his literal quote, which if you actually go on the slide and on Instagram, I don't want to put it here for copyright purposes, but his response to the question of "We heard your Blade movie is back on" is "Call Marvel, let them know I'm ready." That was literally his response to it.
Yeah, listen.
So he's as ready as we are.
Yeah,
He's as ready. You don't have to get ready, goddammit.
Yeah, Mahershala wants to do this thing, bro. Like, can you imagine if Blade is actually another banger? Good boy.
He wants to say, hey, there's another fucking Blade in this universe after Wesley Snipes said what he said.
Nah, listen, I think Wesley would support him.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But again, a chance to put Blade back on the screen, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't get the MCU without the Blade movie. So, it's got to be done, and it's got to be done right. And I trust Mahershala Ali to put this thing on his right legs. But they gotta come up on the right side of the bed with this fucking thing, bro.
You know what I love? You know what I love the most about Mahershala Ali is that I know that we're all frustrated. No Blade project, this, that, and the other thing. We joke about it all the time, put the fries in the bag, blah, 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 all this, that. I love the fact that Mahershala Ali saw scripts and was like, nah, fuck that. I need a better script.
Yeah,
nah,
bro.
Fuck that. I need a better script. Nah, fuck that. I need a better script. Time and time. Because that means he wants this shit to be dope. That's what that means to me, is that he wants it to be fucking dope.
It's got to be dope.
So,
don't forget, he was in Luke Cage. You know what I'm saying? He was in Luke Cage. He's been in enough action movies to understand what it's supposed to look like. And I'm quite sure he's a Blade fan, so he doesn't want to go in there and this thing is lackluster. It's got to be right.
And also, as much as Mahershala Ali and Wesley Snipes, right? They're their own people, and Wesley did it years ago, and this, that, and the other thing. Mahershala Ali don't want to follow it up just to get a paycheck and make a corny fucking bad Blade movie. He wants to put his own stamp on that legacy and be like, well, Wesley did his thing, but now Mahershala does his fucking thing as Blade too.
Bro, listen.
You know what I'm saying? He doesn't want to come out and make a lackluster, shitty fucking movie. That's not what he wants.
Listen, if there's only 2 Blade movies in there, both bangers, and you just got people just talking about which one is the best for the rest of their natural lives, like, it's a win. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So,
yep. Let's see what else I had here. So Nightcrawler will use his signature swords in Avengers Doomsday.
nice.
I'm fucking locked in. I'm fucking locked.
Bring him to fucking Rivals already.
Yeah, well, that's coming soon.
I need that ASAP.
Why, you don't use melee characters? He's gonna be a melee character. He's gonna be just like Magic. You know that, right?
I've been playing with Magic.
Yeah, he's gonna be just like Magic. Same character.
I need that quick.
Man, it's coming soon. Phoenix is next.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So we were talking about this a little bit earlier, so I just want to read this quote. DC Studios CEO Peter Safran addresses DCU's Brave and the Bold film with Batman and Robin and Matt Reeves' Batman sequel. So I'm going to read it here for those of you that can't see, because I know it's a little small print. Peter Safran said, "I think that we're very dear about Batman. We love Matt Reeves, and we are crazy to do Batman Part 2. And we are crazy to do Batman Part 2. As I said, we will always do some projects that are mainly guided by authors. These are projects called Elseworlds. So he's calling Matt Reeves' Batman Elseworlds. Obviously, we need a Batman in the DCU, and we are developing ours too. Even if Matt's movie is under our tent and is part of DC, we're going to do Batman Part 2. We hope when Matt is really ready for it, when he delivers the script. And then we will make our story of Batman and Robin, the brave and the bold. So that's Peter Safran directly. So it's literally from the horse's mouth. So this is what we were talking about a couple minutes ago. I mean, like, literally, I think my concern is, like, just comparing the two. And maybe you make two totally different Batman characters. And that's fine. I hope it fucking works. I hope it works. That's all I can say at this point is I just hope. I have a feeling it's not going to work. And one Batman's going to be shitty and the other one's going to be dope. I don't know.
Fucking Matt Reeves has a leg to stand on right now.
You mean because he made a movie that made a ton of money and then made a series that made fucking money? I mean, yeah, he's got a leg to stand on right now. We don't love that Batman, but people seem to like that fucking Batman. So, I don't know.
Fucking crash.
What if we like James Gunn's Batman more?
Shit. But the Brave and the Bold is its own title. It's fuck. The whole storyline is dope.
Yeah. The storyline for Brave and Bold is incredible. If they adapt that right, oh my god, it's gonna be fucking dope.
Fucking sick as shit.
It's gonna be sick. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens. So a couple Superman slides for you here. The final cut of DCU's Batman film has been described as a live-action episode of Superman the Animated Series. I don't know how you want to take that, but
the animated Superman looks better.
Stop.
And stop trying to fix the S on the fucking screen too. That's Photoshop.
James Gunn confirms Bradley Cooper, Michael Rooker, and I'm not gonna say her name right. Clementif all have roles in Superman. So that's Rocket Raccoon, Mantis, fucking I don't
Wandu.
know. Yeah, thank you. They all have roles in Superman. So obviously he carried a lot of that cast with him from Guardians of the Galaxy over to this, even if it's in voice acting. I heard that Mantis is actually one of Superman's robots in voice.
Oh, yeah.
So, let's see here. James Gunn reveals he almost cast Aaron Pierre as Adam Warlock in the MCU. Look at Leo's face. It's crazy. You know what? Do you know what he would have faced if he would have done that?
We met our quota.
I was gonna say that would have been a "we've met our quota" moment right there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and do that, James.
Our Adam Warlock's a gold.
And silky blonde hair.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would have been rough if he would have actually went through with that. Little offside. Record-breaking internet speed of 1.2 petabits could download all of Netflix in 1 second. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking crazy.
That's nuts.
That's
I love the fact that they use a phone,
an Ethernet cable, Ethernet cable.
There ain't no fucking Ethernet dragging that bitch. That's a fucking.
That's all.
So Fatal said, but here's the question: Warlock is gold, not black or white, sir. Adam Warlock is a white. Look at that hair. Stop it. Stop. Just stop. Look at the hair, brother.
Oh shit.
If Adam Warlock in the comics was a black man, that is the best fucking perm I've ever seen since Rick James.
Yeah.
That shit's fucking crazy. Come on, man. There ain't no fucking way. 50 Cent cast as Balrog in Street Fighter.
Okay.
He needed to step away. I mean, like, I kind of see it. Is that weird? I don't know. Like, I kind of see it.
I mean, no. Listen,
50 Cent can act a little. Yeah, he's not bad.
He could look like the character. You know, he definitely could come up. You know, look like Balrog. I'm just concerned about this movie, man. Like, they make this too comical, too cartoonish. it's hard to take it serious. You know what I mean?
I have a feeling this is going to end up doing what the first Mortal Kombat movie did in terms of just not hitting with audiences the way they want it to.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like the cast right now for this is very like Roman Reigns is in it. 50 Cent is supposedly cast. Like a couple of the actors look like they could actually pull out the roles, but some of them you're just like, but it's also Street Fighter. So you're kind of like, there's some comedy aspects in there, but you know, I don't know. Maybe it could work. I have no idea. I would really have to see what a full project looks like. Now Leo's going to come back in and say something after he took a quick piss breaks.
What the fuck? See, this is the same thing when they have Guile as our guy from Reacher.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about.
Alan Richardson.
Alan Richardson, yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be playing Guile in Street Fighter.
I think right now everybody seems to be held up about Roman Reigns as Akuma. That seems to be the big holdup.
Fuck Roman. The same thing with Roman Reigns and what's his face as Blanca.
Oh, Momoa.
Well, Jason Momoa, yeah. Stop.
Well, I mean, listen, this thing will definitely have an audience. It just may not be our audience and whatnot. Like,
this movie's gonna flight, fellas. Go watch Street Fighter Assassin Fist, best Street Fighter live action movie known to man. It's about Ryu, Ken, and Akuma. That's fair. I have to check that out. Street Fighter Assassin. Never seen that. This movie's gonna flop. Yeah, it's definitely gonna flop. I think it's gonna flop. The only thing they did right with this movie was they've gotten is the actress playing Chun-Li. Yes, I would agree with you. Yes, I forget her name, but yes, she's right for this. Maybe we save the Star Wars for next week when like Abel and yeah, we could save the Star Wars for next week. Let me just check through and make sure that I got everything here.
Oh wait, and I also got one little bit of news. Aaron Pierre is rumored to be playing the next James Bond.
Oh shit! No one forgot about that.
Oh damn.
So, I like Aaron Pierre. I like him. I think
he's kind of dope.
I think Rebel Ridge was a pretty dope movie. I don't know how I feel about Idris not getting that. Like Idris Elba should have got that.
It's a rumor in the house.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, listen, there's other actors that should have got that. I'm quite sure they want to start off fresh with Aaron Pierre. I just don't know, bro. I just don't know.
You just needed to get that.
Bond?
he just, first of all, let me be clear. We talk about toxic audiences. 007 audiences are some of the most toxic in the
yeah.
So I think we're gonna have to do a video and just look at the history of
Bond. Might be dope. Yeah,
we might have to do that. I mean, listen, shout out to Aaron Pierre, man. I hope that they really give him the script that he needs. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. My favorite is Daniel Craig, and it's gonna be hard to follow up Daniel Craig. So I'm just saying. I mean, we didn't even talk about like Roger Moore and Sean Connery.
It's a lot. It's a lot to follow.
Yeah,
boy.
All right, so
meat and potato time.
I'm done with news. You guys ready for Ironheart episodes 1 through 3?
Let's get it.
All right, so cheers. We're gonna get into the main reason we're here tonight. So Ironheart episodes 1 through 3. Man, there is some stuff to talk about with this series, boy, because I don't know where you want to begin. I mean, obviously with 3 episodes, we're not going to do a complete breakdown, but I think it's more so people want to hear how we're feeling about the series as a whole, right? We could talk about some parts, but we don't have to talk about every single episode in full depth. We could just talk about like how we thought, it looks, how it, how everything is, how the story's meshing so far. Does anybody want to start? I was gonna say, go ahead. If you want
I got it. We can just get it out. So first of all, I've been saying this from inception. Disney Plus as a platform is general audiences, so we're just not gonna get certain pieces of content off of that platform. I don't care what they put on there. You're just not gonna get it. So number one, this is definitely not really a man cave level of content and film, which is obvious. I think that Ryan Coogler really took into consideration that younger girls are watching this, young teens are watching this, because that's really who it is directed to and whatnot. Her and her best friend, with the selfie thing and the relationship with the mom and the other guy that she starts reconnecting with. Like this is all like Lifetime channel shit as far as I'm you know what I mean. Even like what's his name that plays the Hood, like it's like Teen Dream boat shit. Like this is not so based off of that, I'm grading everything on that type of a curve. So this is not by any means Avengers or even Guardians of the Galaxy or anything like that.
Anthony Ramos, by the way.
Yeah, Anthony Ramos is it's Teen Dreamboat shit, bro. It's really not for man cave level audiences. It's just not. Overall, considering that, Ryan Coogler is very much a genius in scripting and storytelling. Some of the pacing's a little off, but understanding what you're dealing with and you have to compile this into 6 episodes, I gotta let it go. I've definitely seen worse She-Hulk. I've seen worse pacing, Secret Invasion, than in this movie. I am curious to see what the other 3 episodes that come out really kind of bring and bring it home, because now Ironheart's supposed to be a part of, was it Secret Wars or Doomsday? Secret Wars, right? She's supposed to be a part of?
We know that she's going to be in Champions for sure. She's going to be part of Champions.
I think she's supposed to be I think she's supposed to have a role in Secret Wars.
In Secret Wars?
Yeah,
maybe.
I think it was Secret Wars. But I mean, listen, people are going to hate for all the reasons that we know that they hate. But those that are hating on the pure content, I understand why they don't like it. There's really not enough action here, and the action, the little transfers of fighting and whatnot are really comical and like it's not Daredevil by no shape and no form. It's nowhere near a Daredevil, but it's not supposed to be. She's a young teen. This is Saved by the Bell as an action movie. Because that's really what this is.
I mean, all right. I can understand. I can understand what you're saying.
Screech.
I can understand. I can understand.
Anthony Ramos is not Screech. What's the other guy?
But some of the elements aren't really like kiddish in terms of like the Hood and the powers and this, that, and the other thing and the magic and all that shit. It's really not like it.
I think it is.
You think so? I don't think it is.
Yeah, like
I don't think so. I think some of that shit, because we're about to see whatever happens with the Hood, where his powers come from. That whole voice talking to him thing.
Yeah.
That's either Mephisto or Dormammu. Spoilers for those of you who haven't seen. But
I think it's probably going to be Mephisto.
I think it's going to be Mephisto, to be honest with you.
But I think it's still kind of like
Mephisto's not like a kiddie character, bro. It's not a kid's character.
Well, the beauty of Mephisto is that
he can be a little bit. You could kind of tone him down and then put
the conversation can go on different levels because
you can.
He is he's kind of one of those petty entities and whatnot.
You can introduce him and he's like, very nice. I hear Mephisto.
About to crash the fuck out of him.
Why? I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I mean, listen, but I again, like
all of this shit, Bell is wrong. First off, this is not no kitty shit. When did you see Saved by the Bell somebody get shot in the fucking face?
I said it's an action movie. Did you not hear me say that? I said it's an action movie. It's Saved by the Bell is an action movie.
How is that Saved by the Bell? See, okay, this is what I'm gonna say. I think the whole series is dope. First off, it shows they did the comic book history and homework on this. It shows the tension between somebody who is in their 19s and 20s doing the things that everybody did when they're 19 and 20. She thinks that her powers is based on money, because money, power, respect type of shit. But the thing is that she doesn't realize it yet. It's not the money; it's her brain that's what has all the power. And then she's doing dumb shit that people are calling out. Like, why would she do this? Why would she get caught in the elevator? Why would she still work on it? Because she's doing dumb shit to make the money, to make her to think that she'll get the power from that. And her having the trauma from her stepfather, and her best friend getting shot in the drive-by, and reliving that brings a lot of emotion and a lot of acting and a lot of good sense to the comic book and to the AI creation. The AI creation was done a little bit different. Yes, it was. So she puts on the Neuralink that Stark had. So we talked about Tony's his memory, the thing that he spent $1 billion on when he went to MIT just to get his therapy session on. That's what he talked about. So she's using the same kind of tech to build her Ryobi from Black Panther. I forgot the damn AI from Black Panther. Yeah. I think it's called Roby, something like that. Rio. So she's trying to build her Rio, but she has so much trauma that she's had built up, and she hasn't let it out. It ends up being Natalie, her best friend, that passed away. So that's why I get the whole emotional tie into it in the first episode. In the second episode, you get more of the Hood, which also has a great time. I like the story that he did, that he made the deal. If it's Mephisto or Dormammu, either way, it's going to be dark. It's already been showing that it's dark. He's already shooting people in the shoulder. He's already, in the first episode, in the second episode, first or second episode, he shot somebody in the shoulder.
Shot him in the shoulder. Yeah, the second episode.
We got fucking Bullseye over here throwing knives like it's nobody's business, and the two girls that are a part of the team as well, beating the shit out of fucking every damn security guard that we see. And it's not soft ass whoopings. It's pure fucking violent ass. You guys want to be fucking kneed in the back while you're on top of a desk?
Listen.
And the whole scene with the Hood in the third episode was great. He killed every damn security guard in that room, and he killed the fucking main guy. So this is nowhere near teen shit.
Very nice.
Also, the thing is that her story goes like that. This is a 19 and 20-year-old that's dealing with trauma and is dealing with the whole thing.
Saved by the Bell.
It can't be Saved by the Bell. There's no way this is close to Saved by the Bell. I guess we watched
Saved by the Bell as an action movie.
We watched two different Saved by the Bells. So.
It's Saved by the Bell is an action movie.
It can't be Saved by the Bell because there's nowhere in school. Nowhere in school, and there's only fucking 4 characters.
Got kicked out of school, but it's still Saved by the Bell. It's like,
she's going through the same things that somebody that's that talented that's still getting blocked off. Because the main thing that that the Hood uses is that you want to be seen. Yes. And every young person wants to be seen and wants to be heard. And if people are not letting her be seen and be heard because she wants to do it her way and she's making her own things in her own way, it comes up to her. And she's doing things that she shouldn't be doing to make the money that she needs to make her suit to be iconic. And which I do get. You do things that you don't have to do to feed your to do what you have to do when the time comes. So I had to do some illegal shit because like every fucking fortune, behind every great fortune is a greater crime.
Okay, hold on. So let's back up. So first of all, in terms of this illegal activity,
it's illegal activity. She got kicked out of MIT.
Yeah, so she got kicked out of MIT because she was doing science projects. Like,
yeah, everybody else's science project.
Yeah,
it's
so,
illegal.
Yeah, you know, in terms of criminality,
Plagiarism.
you know,
It's plagiarism. It's plagiarism. It's illegal. It's a law.
And this isn't like, you know, she did research papers. Like, she did whole science projects and shit. She told old boy, you might get a fellowship. Like, you know. So in terms of criminality, I don't know, bro. I
when you can fucking giving somebody else the whole homework and they getting rich off of it, and you're not.
Listen, I don't.
Like being in the school that's MIT, that's not for that.
I'm still grading this thing on a curve, and it's like I said, I didn't hate it. I love it. I love the character. I love who she is. I love Natalie. I just, at this point, this is definitely gonna have to put the fries in a bag in the next 3 episodes, and I have no confidence in Disney Plus to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it just is what it is. When I get these things on Disney Plus, I just watch them, and I expect them to have a factor where someone 8 to 12 could watch it and enjoy it. You're just not gonna get, you know, what we expect.
Get 8 to 12-year-old watch somebody get shot.
Are you kidding me? Go on Instagram right now.
If you're letting your 8 to 12-year-old get shot and you're watching a teen movie,
bro,
it's supposedly a teen movie.
You gotta be.
That's up to the parent. That is completely up to the parent.
But that
has nothing to do with the show. It has nothing to do with the acting.
I will.
8 to 12-year-old see everything. Are you kidding me?
I will see this. In fairness, though, you're saying, oh, he got shot. Even in the scene where you see the Hood shoot somebody and he bends the bullet and hits him in the shoulder, he didn't kill that guy. He literally walked away with Riri and said, "Oh, he'll be all right. He'll get back up."
He killed the last 2 though.
But
it broke everybody else's neck on that platform. Did he not?
Up for interpretation. You didn't really see it.
Yeah.
Wait, exactly. You saw him snap the guy's neck, the rich millionaire neck on the fucking platform.
You saw him. You saw him choke him. Yeah. You did see him choke him. You saw him choke him.
You heard the snap.
So we could compare that to a John Wick kill? Absolutely not.
I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing a John Wick movie with this. This is not. Two different worlds.
Again, Saved by the Bell.
Different worlds, but it's not Saved by the Bell. It can't be nowhere near by Saved by the Bell.
It's
nowhere near Saved by the Bell.
Screech got really angry and killed somebody.
The problem is that you want gratuitous violence all fucking throughout the show. The story is fucking great. So the characters are fucking based on the comic book, which is great.
I'm not saying that the story's not great.
But it's not Saved by the Bell. My opinion is not
Saved by the Bell.
I just wanted to go back and double check. So Ironheart is rated TV-14. So content that may be concerning to parents, including violence, suggestive themes, and language.
Yes.
So
like I said,
what was the rating for Saved by the Bell?
I probably G or E for everyone, whatever the fuck it was. Yeah, G.
Same thing. 8 to 12. 8 to 12.
Well, TV-14 is a little more than E for everyone. That's a little more.
You way off.
I hear you though. I hear you though. I can appreciate what you're saying because yes, at the end of the day, it is a Disney Plus series, and I agree with you. Sometimes they tend to tone down some things for Disney Plus. I'm in agreement with you on that. So I'll be completely honest with you. I'm gonna talk a little bit here. I let you guys kind of go. I literally made a pros and cons list because I watched this shit today and it's fresh on my mind. So I made a list of things that stood out to me. I'm gonna rattle them off. If you guys disagree with me, feel free to jump in or interject. So I'm gonna start here. My first pro: Riri and Natalie and her dad and the backstory that they did. Literally might as well ripped it out of the comics. It's very, very similar. It's very similar in terms of how it happened. Tragic passing. Natalie gets shot, blah, 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 blah. She becomes the AI for her. Very dope. I actually appreciated that. I thought it was cool. It was almost ripped directly out of the comic book. Thought it was dope. One of the first things that stood out to me from the start, the jump of episode 1, was the group that the Hood was running with. And I don't mean in terms of who they are and what they stand for and this, that, and the other thing. What I mean, and it's going to be a touchy subject. I hope I don't ruffle feathers. If I ruffle your guys' feathers, I apologize. It kind of bothered me a little bit because he has a whole group, and the group is comprised of muscle, brains, and people who can do hacking, this, that, and the other thing, right? The whole group of people who are thieves are all minorities. All of them are Spanish or black. Right. He's a minority also, and I agree. No, I'm not saying it's a problem. What I'm saying, though, is you have a whole group of people and it's all minorities and you're making them the bad group in the show. That's all I'm saying. And the good guy, quote unquote, not really a good guy, but because we get into that later, the dude who we find out is, what the fuck is his name? Obadiah's son. He's not really a good guy though in and of himself. He's not a good guy in and of himself, but he's like your opposite end of the spectrum person in this whole season, right? Kind of, because he's got his own bunker with stuff from his dad's whatever, blah blah blah. So like it's kind of
in the black market.
No, yeah, I listen, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I get. No, I don't think he's a good guy. But what I'm saying is, like, I don't know. It just jumped out to me. And to your point, Leo, this is what I will say. And this is, again, I'm not trying to get into the whole this, that, and the other thing about it, about how Disney does this thing. I did. It stood out to me though when I'm watching it. Right. So the Hood has a whole crew. He's got his brother, who's his brother's like his trusted advisor. He's the knives guy. Okay, dope. I actually like that actor, by the way. The dude who plays the knives. I've seen him in a couple other things. I think he's dope. His muscle is 2 chicks, and they're whooping grown men's asses. And I'm sitting there going,
that shit can happen.
No, Leo, come on, dude. Come on, come on, come on.
We don't want to interrupt you, but
you got 2 people in a fucking fight room.
Come on.
It can happen. It can fucking happen. I've seen it happen.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it can't, because I know women who could whoop dudes' asses, but you couldn't do a 1-in-1 split. It had to be 2 fucking women that are beating up on grown ass men. By the way, not 1 or 2 men. They're beating up groups of men, security guards. Groups of grown men.
Flashlight security guards. Those are not fucking trained guys.
That's still crazy. They're not trained and they don't have powers.
They're more trained. They fought in the street and in the fight club, bro.
They're street characters. They're street characters.
Aaron, 8 to 12, bro.
They're street characters. They're fucking street characters. I get it. I get it. Listen,
8 to 12.
Let me jump back over to a pro.
Yeah,
Suits in the CGI. Suits in the CGI.
Wait. Black Widow can fucking kick a grown man's ass, huh?
She's trained. She's a superhero. They're not. They're from the streets.
So they can't fight. So they can't fight. They can't throw a punch.
Okay, you're comparing a chick who grew up in the streets of Chicago to a trained assassin from Russia. That's what you're doing? That's what you're doing. Come on, Leo.
Can they throw a punch in the cage?
Yeah, they're not Black Widow. They're not trained to do that. They're not trained to do that. They're street characters. They're street characters. They're not Black Widow, professionally trained to assassinate people. Yeah, they're not that.
Yeah, but they're street characters in underground fighting matches. They're coming out on top. So you can't say that they can't fight.
I'm not saying they can't fight. I'm not saying they can't fight. What I'm saying is they're taking down groups of people at a time. 2 women.
They can't take out guys with flashlights.
I hate to tell you, but a lot of dudes can't fight.
I'm not saying a lot of dudes can fight, but I'm just saying.
A fucking flashlight and a fucking brown shirt doesn't mean you know a great shot.
And listen, to Torian's point, because I see his comment, they were 2. And again, I'm not trying to racial or gender stereotype. They were women who were stockier, not fat, but they were muscly. They were, it made it more believable, but I still sat there like, a little bit of it was like a throw off. All right, I'm gonna jump back over to my pro. The suits and the CGI. I love the CGI. I thought the CGI looked clean throughout the whole thing. Her flying in the suit, this, that, and the other thing. The suits she wore, I actually thought they were dope. I thought they came out dope. I don't know why, but it kind of bothered me that like it was almost like so far, and maybe the next 3 episodes will kind of clarify this for me, but like early we were like, okay, Riri's really smart and she's using that to her benefit and she's trying to like, make money so this way that she could fund her project because she wants to make something that, what was the word that she used? I forget the word she used. She wants to make something iconic, right? That was her whole thing. She wants to make something iconic. So she's doing other people's homework, getting paid money, this, that, and the other thing, and then she gets kicked out, right? And then we make her jump back to being like a street level, like she has to do illegal things in order to make her dream work because she got kicked out. Do I necessarily think it's the worst thing ever? Because I thought this early on, and then after episode 3, when I saw she made the switch back and kind of realized what she was doing was wrong, and she kind of had her moral compass turned back around, I was like, okay, at least they kind of like, I don't want to say course corrected, but they made her jump back to being like Riri the good guy and for the good and wants to figure out what the real thing is and not just be like the bad guy to make money. It almost made her come off as selfish early on because she was just trying to make money to fund her projects. But then they kind of switched her to be like, but I know what I'm doing is wrong and I kind of can't do that. So I don't want to do that and I want to figure out the rest of the story. Right. And I kind of thought that was cool. You want to jump in? Go ahead if you want to say
I just wanted to say, but this to me is also the genius of Ryan Coogler because a lot of young people are faced with this. This is why. This is why.
Agreed.
And this is why I'm saying that 8 to 12, but obviously 8 to teens.
Yeah.
Because a lot of them are faced with this, where they have this genius, and it's like it's not even just that she had to go do it. She's in a school where they're supposed to be smart, and she says it. She said, I have to explain it to my professors, which means that she's smarter than them. So she's in a place where her talent is not being properly utilized, and they end up leaving school or going someplace else. And now how do they, survive? So a lot of teens are finding themselves, basketball players, graphic artists, whatever it is, find themselves where they end up doing something that's, they think is just marginally on the line of being illegal. Whatnot.
Yeah.
But this is the genius of Ryan Coogler by adding this element into the story and whatnot.
Okay. I can appreciate that point. I can definitely appreciate that point. I'm jump back over to a pro real quick. The Hood and his powers that we've seen so far, even though they haven't been gone through in depth, we saw him in the last episode use his powers more and cloak and he does the bullet bending, and obviously they're gonna address it more in the last 3 episodes. But I actually think that they're doing that well. I like the Hood's character so far. And I think that he's actually almost like a focal point. Like I've kind of find myself more interested in him more times than I do Riri. And I know that sounds bad, but because I think Riri's cool, but it's almost like I want to find out more about the Hood and how he's got these powers and the Mephisto thing and the magic connection, this, that, and the other thing. I find myself intrigued by that portion of the story. Not to say I'm not intrigued by what Riri's going to do moving forward, but it's more so like I just want to know more about that. One of the other things that I thought was like, I put it as a con. I don't really know if it's a con, but I thought they missed an opportunity to incorporate more of the Stark Tech stuff. And by that, I mean, from doing my research and going back to like the comics, there was really a stance on like, she got Stark Tech and then adapted it to her own. And they didn't do that early on and said it was just, she's going to create her own AI. But then they did the tie-in with Obadiah's son and it kind of brought it full circle a little bit. And I think they were, I hate to say it this way because I don't want to make Marvel or Disney sound cheap, but it's almost like they didn't want to directly use Robert Downey Jr. because it would have cost a lot of fucking money to get him incorporated in the series somehow, even a likeness of an AI or something like that. But also they did that angle with Spider-Man already, in that he was like the heir apparent to Tony Stark in the MCU in his movies, essentially.
But we also have to remember the first beginning of the show. She uses Stark Tech.
She does. There was a reference to it too. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, the things that she puts on to her head. Those are all Stark Tech. Yeah, and then she's trying. And then this is the thing, the tie-in with Obadiah's son, Ezekiel. Yeah. So Ezekiel is getting he has most of the stuff he learned that from his father. So buying the stuff from the black market, selling it in the black market, that's the same thing as Iron Man 1. But the thing is, like he always says, he's never been able to stand up for himself. And he gave props to Riri for making him stand up for himself. That's what wakes him up when he touches the thing. He's like, oh, I can use my technology instead of my father making weapons of mass destruction. And with weapons of destruction, I can do things to help people. Like the same thing when he tried to cut into his arm and make the thing, and he already had the gel skin and the stuff for the nails and the stuff for the stomach and the stuff for the all the ideas he was spitballing. It opened up a part of his brain. Riri actually opened up a part of his brain that he wasn't using. They're saying, oh shit, Riri told him, you can change. You don't have to be like your father. Yeah, you can change it and go to a different route. And then something just obviously clicked in him and said, oh, I can do this. And he comes to Riri's house and gives her all the blueprints and all that crazy stuff. And that actually helps Riri out because she could adapt that to her suit. So that's why the whole tie-in it started in the beginning, but it's the main part is in episode 2 when she gets the help to upgrade the suit.
Yeah.
And then she's actually blackmails him to give her the stuff that she needs. So it's like, okay, once you're buying junk, and then now you're not buying junk, and you actually making for her to do that. What I thought was pretty cool when she's doing the metal bending, the curve on that machine. I actually used that machine one time. That is not fucking easy.
No, it's not. It's not.
That fucking thing, when she's turning it, I'm like, God damn, I know how that fucking feels. Because you're trying to get it a perfect angle. And if you get it off by it, you got to fucking keep rolling it, and then bend it back. So it's like, it's an old school way of making things instead of using the AI that she didn't have.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, outside of that, I kind of already said the two things that I mentioned. Like some of the fight scenes I found unrealistic, but it is what it is. You guys say differently. I'm cool. It is. It's fine.
I mean,
I just they took me out. Like some of the fight scenes, I was just kind of like, all right, like whatever. I guess if that's what you want to do, it's fine.
Yeah,
but you know, I don't know.
And just side note, by the way, Saved by the Bell is preteen and teen. Just saying. But listen. Listen. I did not hate it. I did like it.
I don't hate it.
I didn't hate it. I didn't expect what we would normally consider man cave level content.
No,
but I wasn't mad at the story.
I wouldn't claim this as man food. I
never
thought that this was supposed to be man food.
It would be man food.
It wasn't supposed to be man food.
I'd actually be a little mad if it was man food. But I'm curious to see the development of the story. At this point, I'm just glad it just got released because it needs to be seen. Now, so there were some unrealistic things on there. Her being able to leave college with her armor,
and then not going to get it.
She paid for it.
She did pay for it though.
Yeah, she paid with it for her own grant, but college.
No, she didn't pay. She didn't pay for it for her grant. She paid for it with her own money. She said it in the show.
It said that she paid for it with her own grants, is what they said.
No, not her grant. Her own money that she made from selling the tech. She was paying for that for her suit.
Yeah,
I wasn't paying with the grant money.
I just knew they were gonna let her ass leave with that shit. I know.
Ask you just took it.
Yeah,
and they couldn't. And
think
obviously, but obviously, if she paid for it herself and did it on her own time, and they didn't come back to MIT, didn't come back to fucking arrest her for it.
I mean, at this point, they were just glad to get rid of it because the professor didn't want to get hurt again.
The professor didn't want to get hurt because he didn't want to.
Bro, over there with his arm in a sling and shit. Like,
but meanwhile, he's serving coffee out of the same arm.
Yeah,
so I have a last slide here. We'll jump into that in a moment. I just want to get to some comments here because we do have a bunch of comments. So gonna listen to Leo's advice, not watch this show, just not my interest. Fatal, you have every right to do that. I totally understand it's not your thing. It's not gonna be everybody's thing.
Yeah,
I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, I really don't. I don't think it's that bad. I actually am looking forward to the next 3 episodes. I think it's kind of dope. It has its moments. Sometimes takes me out. Sometimes I'm like, yeah, but did not like how they portray Riri. In what aspect, brother man? I don't know if you elaborate further down. I'll click down further and give you some time. Heard they be saying bitch like they don't have grandmothers in the show. Did they drop bitch a lot?
Yeah, but again, this is language because when young teenage girls are talking to each other.
Chicago.
I mean, like, and listen, it's Chicago, but if you go in New York, you're gonna see them dropping the B word on each other, but it's not said like you a bitch. It's like, hey bitch, this is young street talk going on between teenage girls. So, this Saved by the Bell, like I said.
Secret Invasion had the coldest non-powered black man in the MCU, tongue kissing aliens. So sad. I mean,
I don't even want to talk about that, bro.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah,
I mean,
this the only show that Samuel L. Jackson's ever been in that did not blow.
To sum up Chase's speech, it's trash. Ironheart's not trash though.
Trash, bro.
It's not trash.
But it's very. very
just
targeted to a targeted audience. Is what
it
I'm saying.
is. It's definitely
definitely
it feels that way at times. Yes, I would agree.
It's definitely for a target audience.
I don't think it's trash. Like I wouldn't use the word trash. That's a harsh word in my opinion for it.
It's trash if you're looking for,
I think
John Wick level, then you're gonna say it's trash. But if you're, a teen in there, preteen teen in there, you're probably gonna love it.
I think to Chase's point,
I love it. I'm not a preteen.
I think part of the thing
I don't
for
know.
me
It's
is
still
that
out for
is that there's
I have a
only,
meeting about that after the show.
I think there's almost a certain level. I think there's
actually pretty fucking great.
I think there's almost a level of like where you kind of have to set your barometer for Disney Plus, in my opinion. Like if you're sitting there going, I'm gonna get a fucking grade A blockbuster, fucking Avengers Endgame event, like you're not gonna get that on Disney Plus. You're gonna get good stuff, you're gonna get some bad stuff, and you're gonna get some middle stuff. In my opinion, right now, from the first 3 episodes I've seen, and obviously the next 3 are dropping next week, like you're getting somewhere in the middle. You're getting a solid story. It's kind of an introduction story. You only got Riri in the second Black Panther movie, and now you're getting to learn more about her, and you're either going to relate with this character or you're fucking not. And that's just really what it comes down to. And I think that that's going to be kind of maybe the issue for Disney Plus, is that like, is everybody going to gravitate towards Riri? I don't know. A lot of people didn't gravitate towards Miss Marvel, and we love her, but it's like not everybody fucking does. And I mean, I guess that's up to Disney if they're going to, in my opinion, this is going to be a thing where it's like, okay, so now what? Does she just go to Champions and then you just move on with the group project from here on out and it's on Disney Plus? Okay, if that's what you're going to fucking do, I don't know. But I didn't watch it and go, damn, like this is garbage. I stopped watching Echo after 3 episodes. I was like, this is trash. I was over it. This, I didn't leave the 3rd episode and go, I don't want to fucking watch it anymore. I didn't say that. I was like, yeah, I'll watch next week. I'll fucking finish it. Cool. I'm not like, oh my God, can't wait. But I'm like, yeah, cool. I'll watch it next week. It's fine. I don't know. It just falls there for me. Riri creates or invents stuff, but doesn't embrace them. So kind of comes off weird or offsetting among other things. Riri creates or invents stuff, but doesn't embrace them. So kind of comes off weird or offsetting.
Yeah, because she's selling them. It's not her.
I think it's because
idea.
she's selling them.
Well, okay, so
could be part of it.
It's not her. It's not her ideas because she's far behind. She's far beyond that.
Yeah,
the ideas that they're coming up with, she already knows. So she's so far beyond it that it comes off as offshoot, which a genius would come off as an offshoot. It would come off as cocky. It would come off as when she says that she has to explain it to the teachers. It's not coming off as cocky. It's just a child genius that a teen genius that's fucking been a genius for so long that she has fucking newspaper clippings about her all over the place. Right. So it's not that she's embracing her tech. She wants what she wants to do. She's hyper focused on because of the death of a friend and a stepdad, that she's hyper focusing. She's digging herself into her work, and her work is being the suit.
Right. So Riri's only goal, the reason that she doesn't embrace the things that she creates, is because her only goal is to create this suit. Everything else is 2nd and 3rd tier. I don't care how great it is. In her mind, if she makes a suit that's just as good as Tony Stark could ever make, then she's reached her life's goal and she's made something that is a lifetime worth of work. So everything else is just 2nd tier to it. So she doesn't care about this stuff. Absolutely.
It's fair. Dormammu is too powerful for the Hood. It's Mephisto that connects with him. Yeah, I kind of got that vibe too. I think they're gonna. So here's the thing, though, right? So like, I think Dormammu is almost in a weird place in the MCU because of how the end of Doctor Strange transpired, where he like got tricked into like, oh, I'm gonna keep replaying a time loop and that's gonna beat you. Although I know generally speaking, Dormammu is considered more powerful than Mephisto. Am I wrong in saying that? I think that's a thing.
He created Mephisto. He's
right. That's what I'm saying. He's like a fucking.
But also, Mephisto is also the Lord of Hell. So
right. That's what I'm. So he's not. He's not Satan. Right. He's not weak. That's for sure. He's not. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's not. So cannot wait for Riri to explain how she killed or let Kajino Joe die. Yeah, well, you know that the Hood's gonna come for her now. That's all. That's all that means. You kind of saw at the end of the episode they did like it almost looked like it was in the shape of like a robot in the shadow. So it was kind of like Mephisto. I'm going to say it's fucking Mephisto showing her that, showing the hood that, Riri did this. So now the hood's going to go after fucking Riri. That's basically how this goes. So that's what I'm saying though. Like Riri's now going to face that moral dilemma, right? And she kind of did already in the fact that she wanted to study the hood and find out more about the magic power that's going on there, right? Yeah. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna delve into that in a minute because I want to get to the rest of the comments, but I have a thought on that and I want to make sure it's fresh in my brain. Wish they would have showed more of her creations or inventions, etc. So the stuff she did that she sold, I mean, maybe, but like maybe it's not a bigger part of the overwhelming story.
Well, I think what you're talking about is, think about when Tony Stark was making his suit. You get to see like his AI and the little robots that help put the suit together, and you know what I mean. So
she doesn't have none of that.
Yeah, she doesn't have any of that, and you have to remember she doesn't actually have a lab. Like she's building this stuff in her room until she meets.
She had a lab in Chicago, but it got all the CIA or the FBI took it.
They also say bitch many times, which is not completely kid appropriate. Yeah.
I mean, in 2025, the soft language I've heard 14-year-olds say a lot worse.
And actually, Joe is the hood's cousin, not brother. My bad. I thought they were brothers, but yeah, cousin. I got you. Aaron, at least their arms look like how Abby's did in The Last of Us should have looked. That's what I'm saying. They were like, all right. I don't want to get into it again. It bothered me. If it didn't bother you guys, that's fine. I don't care. It bothered me. I was just like, all right, whatever. That's fine. Here's what you're doing, so I don't really care. One major pro is that Riri is flawed. Of course, Riri is flawed. This was going to be my talking point because Brother Man brings up down here, and I want to jump to it before I lose this thought in my brain. Riri is so smart but selfish and doesn't embrace her creations and tried to hide them away for her own personal gain instead of using them to help people, which is so-called wants. Where's this fucking camera? That sounds a lot like Tony Stark before he became a fucking hero, doesn't it? Genius billionaire philanthropist. Playboy. That fucking guy, Playboy, who said, I don't give a fuck about anybody else. I'm here for money. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make fucking money. He said that. Riri's doing the same fucking thing. I'm here to make money, not fucking friends.
No, fuck that shit, okay? I'm going to tell you this right now.
Oh, boy. Okay. What?
I hate this show.
Do you?
I would expect him to.
I hate this shit.
Damn, really? I don't think it's that bad.
This is the dumbest shit I think I've ever seen next to She-Hulk.
Oh, my God. It's crazy.
It's a step up.
Definitely not worse than She-Hulk, bro.
It's a step up.
Definitely.
It's right, but it's right there, son.
Really? Okay, so what do you hate about it? I mean, you could go.
Presentation,
okay,
bro.
We're here. Presentation.
No, I'm fucking with y'all. No, I think it's all right. I just got a problem with the third episode. Like
what? Okay, so what's your plot hole that you mentioned to us earlier? You said something about a plot hole. What's the plot hole that you're talking about?
In the third episode, right? She sneaks into the freaking area, right?
Yes.
Came up underneath the platform, right? Because she came in, she crawled up.
Oh, I know where you're going with it.
But this fucking genius decided I'm going to leave through a hole in the wall. I'm not going to go back the way I fucking came. I'm going to go a whole new...
Yo, I didn't realize that, actually.
Because you're dumb. My camera's jacked up.
No, but the thing is that we have to realize...
No, I don't.
19 and 20.
No, I don't. I want consistency.
She doesn't have...
You're a fucking genius. You're a fucking genius. Okay?
I mean, she is a genius.
And your dumbass forgot how you got into the room?
Yeah, I did say this. I was thinking the same thing. That's the one gripe that I do have is that
it's the dumbest shit ever.
She should have left the same way. But I don't know after. But the thing is, you see how the vent closed off. I don't know.
No, nobody was there. The vent didn't close off. That was a manual thing. She could have got right back down the hole.
I'm talking about if there's a vent slide inside it, like the air vent that she went out through, and it closed off on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they're in the waterway. If she would have got stuck in that waterway,
no, there wasn't. There wasn't.
We don't know.
She could have just took a damn swim. She went and got a swim. She had her hair cornrowed. She had to worry about shit.
We don't know that.
You gotta worry about shit.
I that could explain it, but I don't know.
No.
We didn't
That's the
But we did see the vent close.
piece that I think I've seen.
We did see the vent close off. We do know that the environment protects itself. So
Whatever.
easy way to protect.
What?
Itself.
Stop protecting it, bro. This is
Not
stop
to-
protecting.
Not to let the salt.
Stop
water
protecting
in.
it. You can't protect it,
No,
bro.
but I'm trying to explain it. If you let salt water into plants, it doesn't do that good.
But why was it available for her to use in the first place? Fantastic. Why didn't they show her try to go back down the hole and be like, "Oh shit, I need a new way out"?
I don't know if the guards.
No, they weren't, because it was underneath the platform. Nobody saw her ass the whole time. Okay. She had one job. I have two plot holes. She had one job.
She didn't fully embrace Natalie or she created her, not yet at least, but she has embraced Natalie as of episode 3. She has.
Yes, sort of.
And Natalie saved her. You don't think that's gonna be her turnaround to be like, oh shit, this fucking AI saved my life?
But Natalie's been fucking her up every fucking episode though.
Yeah, she has. True. Yeah, you're right. That's true.
Natalie's because she's a new AI, and the problem this is the thing. This AI is built with consciousness. It's not regular. It's not Tony Stark's fucking AI. It's not doing what it's told, and that's what you do. What you're told, and that's it.
Right.
But
Because
I think. Okay.
Yeah, bish.
To just add on to what Leo was saying, the one thing that she's done unknowingly is that in the concept of creating Natalie, she gave Natalie all of the different quirks and behaviors that she knows about Natalie. Mm-hmm. So Natalie is formed from her own conscious and opinion of who Natalie is. The rest of it, Natalie is interpolating from photos and information that she's getting from everybody else and whatnot.
So she's like AI. She's smart but also stupid at the same time.
Yeah, technically
something
she's
like that. She's growing. She's gonna grow.
She's advancing as she. Yeah, she's advancing.
Like, look, she couldn't get out. She couldn't get out of the computer. But then she figured.
And she got the projector.
And then she had the conversation with the mother, which was actually pretty cool. That she got more information to fill in the gaps. Like she said, like I have a lot of gaps before they went to the garage. I have a lot of gaps, and blah blah. And then that's when she got Riri got that memory back, where she's been hiding and blocking away, and had her panic attack.
I'll tell you this: I like the Hood character, Anthony Ramos.
He's doing his thing,
delivering.
He's doing his thing.
Now as a bad guy, which I'm digging. I truly believe that it is Mephisto. I don't think it's Dormammu. I believe it's Mephisto.
Very nice.
I hope they do. I hope they give him the boots.
Here's the thing, right? I want him to come out. I want him to come out like,
yeah.
Not like I don't want him to. I want him to be like Borat. I want him to be like Ali G, son. That's what I want him to come out like. I want him to come out like Ali G, son. This Ali G, son. That's my guy.
I think a lot of Disney has to nail the look of Mephisto if he's going to get a physical representation of the shit.
I mean, yeah, if they're gonna make him what it is, like they got to get the
that's my thing. How okay,
hair,
but wait, and I don't want this to get flagged on YouTube, but how evil do you get on Disney Plus? You get what I'm saying? Like how much are you really how much are you really gonna make him look like what he's supposed to look like on Disney Plus?
And this is what I've been.
That's my worry, because we know what Mephisto's supposed to look like, right or wrong. Red guy, horns, tail, yada yada, bad guy.
He's not gonna look like that in this series because he's gonna be a glimmer.
He's gonna be a glimmer, right?
Because
That's the
Saved
thing.
by the Bell.
But he can't be.
And then you're gonna get with that shit, son. And then you're gonna get the red with his layer, supposedly. You're gonna get his layer, then you're gonna get his look, and most likely we saw a look of him in She-Hulk as well.
At what point? No. I don't remember that.
I mean,
to be honest with you,
you think they look at Mephisto and She-Hulk?
It's a great little mock-up of what he should look like, man. It's just, Sacha Baron Cohen with the red face and like hair, just looking like a dude, son.
I'm curious. Listen, they're saying episode 5 is going to be like the introduction to him. So, and you're going to actually see him. So we're going to see next week, right?
You ain't gonna get the coat, the cloak and the flowing hair and all that shit. I mean, you just get him looking like a regular dude, man. Like, yo,
probably like
he ain't show up. He ain't show up like that to the hood. Yeah, he was a regular dude. Like,
he shows up like a businessman in Chicago.
Businessman in Chicago with a red face.
The same thing, but that's the way the devil shows up to you. He shows up to you in a regular face. He's not going to show up to you. Yeah. He's not going to show up to you in a fucking all horns and hooves and shit.
They can play it off that way too.
So you know what I mean. So if they do the horns and hooves and everything like that, I hope they do it right. I hope they do it comic book accurate.
Not on Disney Plus.
That's the worry.
But they've been saying on Disney Plus it's going to be darker. This whole series is going to be darker, dealing with Mephisto.
That just means they're going to turn off the lights in the back, bro.
This is not DC.
They're not going dark on.
So if they do give us the Mephisto that we want, they do give us the whatever we get from Mephisto, and the plot holes like fits. I'm hoping that we get enough of the backstory with the deal being made with the hood, because I would love to see how he explains how he got the cloak, how he got the hood, actually, whatever.
He already said it, man. I don't want to see all that shit. Fuck that. Put the fries in the bag, son. Just get to the end of this, man. That's all I want to see. I want to see it happen. I want to see her make her turn. I want to see little stain boy, come through.
I don't know if we lost you.
Uh-oh. Freeze.
We lost you.
Yeah.
I'm a jump. I don't know what happened, Deezy, but your mic went to Transformer. He's looking at it. I'm jump to this comment real quick. Even if Ironheart and Wonder Man storytelling is decent, Disney is in a no-win situation with black representation right now.
Not necessarily wrong, because at the end of the day, the platform simply is just.
We can hear you, DZ.
But wait, how is it not black representation? You have a whole black and brown cast, and you have Black Panther, and you have Wonder Man coming out. You're getting the representation. You're not getting every character that you want.
I'll be honest with you. I think
studio has done that.
Do you want to hear the criticism that I heard earlier that I kind of resonated with after? I'll be honest with you, because if you want to just lay it out there, we can lay it out there. It's not going to get us canceled or anything. I'm just going to tell you what people are saying, because I've read it multiple times. So what people are saying is that it's and I get it. It's Chicago. It's an all minority group. This, that, and the other thing. But some people's natural reaction is, oh, of course the minority group is a group of fucking thieves, and this is how you represent people of color in the MCU. So that's where people went. I read it. I saw it. I read it. I read comments.
What is their shade?
They're black. I swear to God, they're black. I swear to you. I swear to God, they're black. I would not lie to you. I have no reason to lie to you.
I've seen a whole white cast belittle this till no ends, and talking about a culture that they don't know, but talking about a culture that they don't know nothing about.
Of course, that's completely different, though, right? Of course, because they're gonna say, "Oh, look, of course, this is how they act." Yeah, of course. But I literally saw, and I'm not joking with you. I literally saw black creators saying, "Oh, of course, this is how they represent us. We're all fucking thieves. We're all killers. We're all this. We're all that."
Listen,
and there's both sides of the coin. In all honesty,
Does it match the comic book?
Well, that's the thing, though. I think that's original to the series, though. No, because Ironheart wasn't depicted like that in terms of joining a group of people who were killers. She didn't do that in the comics.
But she was doing shady. They made it more depth because they added the hood to it.
The hood I can't speak to. The hood. The only thing I know about the hood from the comics is that he's from New York and not Chicago. That's the only thing I know about the hood.
And the hood also had a girlfriend that he slept with a whole bunch of hookers with. So I get it. The hood is a very dark.
He was a regular dude.
He's a regular.
Gotcha. Says from New York.
Gotcha.
So it's like it's teetering on the line that some people are going to like this show. Some people are not going to like it. Some
Well,
people know about
no.
the character. Some people don't know about the character.
But
Some people are,
No.
are talking not to talk about it, and they're saying that they're being depicted in a certain way.
But-
it happens if it happens in the book.
but
And
doesn't
the Marmu doesn't set up a team because this is the way they're setting up the Fist stuff.
But doesn't that almost, this is what I'm saying though, doesn't that almost to Kevin, and I know Chase wanted to go, I'm gonna let him go in a second, but wasn't that almost to Kevin Davis's point? And this is what I mean by that, right? So you have this group of people that's gonna sit here and say, oh, of course they represent minorities and blacks as people who are thieves, but then if Disney does the other thing and they just show you the intellect of Riri Williams and show how smart she is, it's, oh, of course the black chick's as smart as Ironheart because Disney's woke, and the black chick's really not as smart as
winning.
There's no winning. That's what I'm saying. There's no winning in your depiction either fucking way. You're going to have both sides of the coin telling you, you did this and it's fucked up, or you did this and it's fucked up. So Disney's in a no-win situation with the whole fucking series. If you want my full opinion, that's the truth.
But the thing is, if they don't do it, then it's they're blackballing them.
Right.
If they do it, they're not blackballing them.
That's what I'm
So
saying.
you
There's
have
a
to-
no-win.
You have so me personally, I'm willing to take what they're depicting out because they're still showing a young person that's trying to be seen, that's trying to be heard, that's learning her way through this whole episode and series, that's going through that's gone through the trials and tribulations that a lot of these young kids in that hometown go through, and she's succeeding. And you have to be a crook to fucking succeed. And it's the truth.
And can I tell you where the fucked up part is in all that? Is that she's trying to do it while making a suit made of iron, which is originally depicted by a white man named Tony Stark. And that's the problem, is they're going to say she's trying to create her own original story, but she's doing it in the limelight of a famous character who, guess what? At the end of the day in the MCU, you know what we saw? We saw this. My man snapped and saved the entire fucking world. And now she's trying to create her own legacy based on the backbone of that. You're always going to have a counter argument to what she's doing. That's the problem.
Exactly.
And you're going to have people saying, "Oh, it should have been Iron Lad instead of Riri Williams." Okay. Okay, well, they didn't go with that. So
the problem is that the man that did that is supporting this.
No, of course he is, because what's he gonna do? Sit there and say, "Fuck no, I didn't want her to do this"? No, he's not gonna say that.
No, but he's actually supporting it.
He is, yes, I get it.
He actually was on set. He's actually talking to Riri. He's actually talking off set. He's actually talking to her, not fucking saying she needs to be. He's the one saying that she needs to have her own series, and he's the one who wanted this show into light.
The thing that makes me mad, and again, I'm sorry, I know other people want to talk. I'm going to shut up after this. The thing that makes me mad about it a little bit is a sense that it almost is like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, because you can't just take it for what it is. It always has to go back to gender and race and this and that. You can't just watch a story and it not come into the limelight, because that's the reality we live in today, is that everything is about it. So of course she's going to get compared to Iron Man. Of course, even if she wants to build her own legacy and do this and do that and be champions and be part of the Young Avengers, aka the champions, and create her own thing as Riri Williams, they're always gonna go back and compare her to Ironheart or Iron Man, and then say, "Oh, but they introduced Iron Lad, didn't do that. They should have done that because at least that was a white kid and it wasn't a whole." Okay, bro. So then don't fucking watch it. Like, at the end of the day, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. Like, what else are you supposed to say to that? That's the thing. There's always gonna be a counter argument for every single fucking thing.
Exactly.
And it's like I'm watching part of this and I'm going, "Yo, Riri's not that fucking bad. Like, she's not. It's not that. I can't speak to the comics. Did the fucking comics sell? I have no fucking clue. But like her as a character, I forget her first name. Dominique Thorpe. I forget her if that's her name. But like, she's not doing a bad job. I don't think the series is bad acted. I don't think the writing's that bad. There's little nuanced things here and there, but I'm sitting there like, yo, you're gonna nitpick every little fucking detail about it because that's where we're at. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. Just fucking enjoy it for what it is. And if you don't like it, don't fucking watch the end of it. Don't watch the last 3 episodes. You hated it that much. You don't like her. Okay, cool. like what else are you supposed to say to it? There's no winning. That's the point. There's no winning the argument. Yeah. You're going to have somebody on either side tell you, you fucked it up. You made black people look like fucking thieves. You made black people look too smart. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Where's the win? Where's the win? Where's the win?
She actually says that this is like they actually say in the show that this is supposed to be like Ocean's 11,
right?
Which is basically normally what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I just, go ahead. I was gonna say I'll shut the fuck up for a little while. I've been talking a lot, but it just irritates me. You know what I'm saying?
You're not wrong for that.
I'm like, yo, what are you supposed to do? Just take it for dope TV. Watch dope TV or don't watch TV. I don't fucking know what to tell you. Flip off Disney Plus. Unsubscribe. That's what they're doing. What are you gonna do about it?
They can't.
What are you gonna do? Because then you wouldn't have anything to talk about. So you got to sit here and talk about this little girl. Okay, cool, man. Like, enjoy. If belittling her on the internet is gonna make you fucking happy, belittle her on the internet. Okay.
And like
we said last week, if it sucked, it sucked. We would sit here and say, bro, it sucked. It was fucking terrible. It wasn't terrible. It was okay. No. It was okay. It had its moments. I'm
interested. I need to see how it ends.
Like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
See how it ends. Look, in terms of the group composition, I'm not totally against it. Because it's inner city Chicago.
That's the thing. It's where they're representing too, right?
Where you're gonna be at. Like, look, exactly. I can understand if there was not any person of color producing this. Mm-hmm. Right? He understands the tropes, and I'm sure he didn't put it together to buy into, the racist narrative that most people are gonna take from it. But I don't find it. I mean, look, I feel like it's a representation of where they are. And those are the people that he pulled around, and you know what I'm saying? I'm okay with it. We don't know how this ends. We don't know what they're going to end up doing, right? Maybe Riri changes all of their minds. Like, what? I don't know. I can't call it. I got to see how it ends, right? Maybe they all become good guys in the end. I don't know.
Maybe. Who knows?
But look, you said it, and so I don't want to really reiterate again. At the end of the day, you can't win with these people. You have to do the story. There's always going to be to and fro, and she to this, she to that. She's not enough this, she's not enough that. It's just a story, and you put it out there, and you hope that the majority of people that are watching it enjoy it. But clearly, when you look at it, just saying, like I was joking before, but I'm not joking. It's literally Saved by the Bell level content, in my opinion.
I've never read shit that goes, oh, she's acting too hood. Oh, she's not hood enough. What? Make up your fucking mind. Which is it? What is?
But she's my God, dude. That's the thing is that, but she's not supposed to be.
She's not supposed to be. She's supposed to be a genius.
She's a genius who comes from Chicago. It just so happens that's where she's from.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. The whole thing's it's just we're in a fucking weird, messy situation with the internet right now where everybody is just so hypercritical of everything. It's like, bro, like, come on, man.
The internet is everybody's.
You gotta realize bro. People say shit just to get fucking clicks and views, bro.
Like I just sometimes I just sit there and like I read shit and like my eye twitches. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? Like, what am I reading? You all are making me dumber by making me read your shit. Because what is this chick supposed to do? She's supposed to come out and act hood, but a genius. And if it's not perfect, you're gonna say something about it. Okay, bro.
You also gotta realize the thing that's getting the most views and the most clicks is that whole cast of people that was talking so much shit about this. So people are talking about it and they're getting the clicks and views. They're getting the clicks and the person's getting the clicks and views for just the bullshit.
Yep.
And everybody's okay, I can get clicks and views if I say the same shit that they're saying, I can get the clicks and views that they're saying. So I'm gonna jump on that fucking This is why
I started my rant the way I did. So when you clip this, make sure that plays when people hover over it.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Black guy just said he hated it. Oh, we gotta watch that.
We gotta watch it. Yeah, but I mean, you're literally not wrong though. You're not wrong.
Click on here, bro.
It's not that I don't like Ironheart. It's just I have mixed feelings. Bro, you're entitled to have. I'm not telling you to not have an opinion on it. I didn't sit here and tell you this is a perfect fucking series.
Not at all.
Those words didn't utter out of my fucking mouth. It's nothing perfect about this. It has flaws. It's fucking flawed. But like, I just feel like sometimes it's just like you can't do right. Like you just can't even do any right by anybody anymore. It's like, okay, like at some point you got to throw your hands up. If I'm Ryan Coogler, I'm saying I did the best I could given the situation we're in right now. Because he had to do it with Black Panther 2 with no fucking Black Panther, and he made it work. And now we're in a weird space where it's like, okay, I did Ironheart because they wanted me to do Ironheart. Yeah, like what else is this dude supposed to do? And guess what? It's not that bad. Like it's okay. It's not that bad.
Listen, I got a problem with the fact that she couldn't get out the way she came in. That's my issue.
Yeah. And then this was going to be my next thing because I know we're running way over time, so we got to get the fuck out of here.
It's all right. I got to join, so I'm happy.
On IMDb, they review bombed the hell out of the show the same day it came out. It got so bad, many of them copy and pasted the same comment like 10 times. And that was going to be this last thing that I brought up here is that Ironheart rose from 30% to 71% on Rotten Tomatoes after getting review bombed before it was even released. Ironheart takes place about 6 months after the events of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. So if you don't think that the hate is real, all you have to know is that it was review bombed before it even fucking hit for people to see. Right. So if you don't think it was going to get fucking hate and you want to say shit about it, here's your fucking proof. Because if you currently sit on Rotten Tomatoes, it's sitting at about a 70. So people don't fucking hate it. It's just the people who initially watched it or whoever it was, or people decided to fucking review bomb it.
Ain't nobody watch this shit.
Right.
They didn't watch it.
Or review bombed it. You just said, I don't fucking like it, so I'm going to give it a fucking 0. It's going to get review bombed.
On Rotten Tomatoes, it was 36% bad before it even came out.
Yep. Right. And that to me is just it's crazy. It's crazy.
Question is, did they take out that 36%? Or
36%
after they review bombed it.
No, the 70 is still with those reviews.
See, and that's what I'm saying. So the reviews would be higher if those bombs
it probably would.
Those bombs weren't there. So it would be at most likely at an 80, 84.
Right. So we just need to review bomb it in the opposite direction. So when you get done, go to Rotten Tomatoes and keep hitting that like, do it 10, do it 20 times so that we can X out the negative. Listen, you're always gonna have assholes in the world. It is what it is. We don't give a shit about them.
I hate to say it this way, they did this with Miss Marvel too. She got bombed beforehand too.
Yes.
Listen.
Because she is who she is.
They did it with the Little Mermaid as well.
Yeah, it's toxic audiences everywhere, bro. So people upset that that someone's taking over their favorite character and all of that kind of nonsense.
and it's just crazy because if people are watching us, there's going to be people that would watch us and say, oh, see, these guys just stick up for Marvel. It's just, like I said, you can't fucking win. You just can't win. Like you can't sit here and give a fair assessment and be like, it's not bad, it's decent, or Leo likes it, it's really good, because then you're gonna be, oh, see, you just like all the bullshit. You just like all the bullshit. You're part of the problem. It doesn't matter what you do. You're damned if you do. You're damned if you do.
I am part of the problem.
It don't fucking matter. It don't matter.
Yes,
anymore.
I am. Part of the problem.
Because I really didn't give a damn about.
Let's get into these comments before we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta get out of here because we gotta do a final trailer reaction. Just don't like the Riri demeanor at all. Bro, listen, that's fine. If you don't like how she acts, I think that she acts similar in the comics. I can't speak to that on a 1-to-1, but I think she acts very similar. I don't know. I get it. And this was back to, is it a bad time to mention I think the MCU sucks? In fairness, I hate DC as well, though. So equal opportunity.
At least you're
listen, man.
You hate everything. That's good.
Bro, there's nothing wrong with hating everything. It's cool by me. I hate everything as well. So it's fine. It's mainly how she reacts and deals with Natalie and how she handles that moving along in the show. So I think you're going to see a switch in dynamic after that third episode. I definitely think that's going to be the case.
You got to understand that was an unintentional thing for her. Yeah. She didn't mean to do that. And then for her to open her eyes and her best friend, who is dead, is now standing in front of her. Like, it's a freak out, bro. Like, I would be freaked out too.
Yeah. Not only that, like, it's her best friend and her stepfather who was like, her complete muse for everything that she's done from a child. So she's still dealing with trauma. She's still a troubled youth who has not resolved out of this. And then on top of that, now she's a genius. There's a lot of pressure on her to just, day to day that, you don't really get and whatnot. So we need to give her just a little bit of room here. It's not going to be a great ride, but, it won't be terrible.
Final comment: are they going to give Ironheart or Riri a theme song? I can currently tell you that the movie, the music of Marvel TV's Ironheart is currently available on YouTube and Spotify. So I don't know if that means anything to you, but it is available already. And that comes with Ryan Coogler projects usually, honestly, is that he does a soundtrack. Yes. So
and also the intros where they show her name, the name of the show.
Yeah, that's
physical is when she landed. You see Ironheart. You see the street. In the second episode, Ironheart Ave. And then you see the money in episode 3 with the fucking Ironheart. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's dope.
Yeah.
I do like the iteration that they're doing with that.
Nah, that's fair. Listen, we had a long show tonight. I didn't expect it to be this long, but it's dope. We got Ironheart episodes 4 through 6 next week. We got dinosaurs, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see Jurassic World. Fuck all of y'all. I'm gonna let you know how I feel about the latest installment of the Jurassic World series next week. The Diddy dinosaur should be interesting for sure.
Stop, bro.
And that's all I gotta say, man. Listen, 173 in the books, 174 next week. We appreciate you guys hanging out. I want to give a thank you, Brother Man, Dogzilla, Sean, Fatal J. We appreciate your donos as usual, guys. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Without you guys, this is impossible. And you know, we appreciate you guys being here every week. And
them donos help me show up, bro. What's good?
That's right. That's how it goes.
No, Aaron has to watch the Marvels.
And
yep,
I have to watch the goddamn Marvels. All right, right. Be on the lookout, hotheads. I'm gonna set a Discord invite if you guys want to watch the Marvels with me. I'm gonna get some popcorn and pray that there's a decent amount of cheeks in this shit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the Yambo section and I'll pop in there.
All right, that's fine. That's fair. All right, guys. 174 next week. Last half of Ironheart, Jurassic World. We'll talk to you guys then. Be on the lookout for our trailer reaction for the final of Fantastic Four. The final trailer of Fantastic Four on the way soon. Have a good weekend, guys. Enjoy. Catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Kiss my Converse.
Saved by the bell, goddammit. Saved by the bell.
Hey, wait.
I got chips to the man cab. I got chips